My name is Gary the Numbers Guy. We are in Brickell. That says 305, but I'm doing a solo version today. The reason why? Very simple. I'm about to go on a big trip around the country to do a whole bunch of big podcasts. And, yeah. See, my name is Gary the Numbers Guy. Oh. We are in Brickell. I was like, who is that guy, man? So that sounded pretty well. Well, it is what it is. Listen. I'm about to go on a nice little road trip to go on a whole bunch of big podcasts to further cement numerology on the map. Now, see, I believe in giving credit. Even though I'm the source of all of this, Aaron Wynn said something, I will give him credit for it. But, because he learned it from me. But he said it first, so I'll give him credit for it. And what I am about to give him credit for is very simple. In the 9 universal year, in 2025, which, again, 2025 for all you slow people, is a 9. People are going to do 9 things. And that 9 represents ending. So in 2025, it's not how you start the year, it's how you end that bitch. Now, I'm a January Capricorn. We do good in fucking December anyway. So I'm going to take this month out on a bang. Again, got a big podcast on the 8th and the 11th. What are the chances, Bills? I have a big podcast on the 8th and 11th. Oh, wow. Maybe it's just coincidence if you guys believe in that stuff. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to go through every single sign and what that means for you in 2026. We're going to do the Chinese astrology. We're going to do the Western astrology. I'm going to give you ratings. But before we do all that, before we go with the clips, I just want to point a few things out. 2023, actually 2022 at the very end, and then we started going the full gear in 2023. That's when I started pushing numerology and astrology on the map. Bills, did you even hear about numerology and astrology from a guy's perspective until then? So again, we're going to be PG-13, but astrology and numerology for guys before me was attributed to homosexuals. I'm keeping it real, okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm telling you what it is. It is what it is. I came in and I went into a red pill movement. A red pill movement, which is about masculinity. Again, I'm an old man who's out of shape. And I went into a red pill movement with numerology and astrology and put that on the map. Do you know what the chances of someone doing that are? That's like lightning striking not once, not twice, but 3 times. The trifecta, motherfucker. And I pulled that shit off. I pulled off the absolute impossible. I got men into numerology and astrology in ways no one ever before me could have. Those are all facts. That's not ego. That is history. That is how the history books have been written. But see, there's some bums from Nigeria and Africa, you can check on their Twitter, who want to copy and paste me into success. Not going to happen, buddy. One by one, you're all going to be gone like the wind. But see, the people at TikTok, they're especially egregious. Some of these people, and I'm telling you, it's literally a couple hundred people, are building accounts regurgitating what I said in 2023, word for fucking word. Now, how do you know this? Go to some of these Twitter accounts, go to some of these TikTok accounts before 2023. You're going to find none of this information. It wasn't there. It's not there. Now that I put it off the map, these people want to copy and paste me to success. Here's the problem. You don't have the mouthpiece. You don't have the charisma. You don't have the connections. So I'm going to make this abundantly clear to everyone listening. I don't need money. I got my bag. This isn't about me, the big guy, pressing the little guy. I'm not trying to say, yo, give me a percentage. Now, if you're in my network and I push you, that's a whole different story because I actually can make and break people in this community. Not only am I king, I'm king maker. You understand how that works? In this community, I'm not just king, I am king maker. That's like that 5-tool player in baseball. Doesn't happen too often. I've literally put Tavid on. I've put Rob on. These are people who have their own numerology followings, and they've been on getting big numbers on YouTube. My guy went on Sean Kelly, who's been on the 305 podcast. Tavid's literally talking to high people in high places just like me. I don't care if you guys believe me. I got their numbers right here. What do I care what plebs think? Do you understand? I can retire right now to the point where not only am I okay, my kids are okay, and my grandkids are okay. I'm good. I'm good. But see, I'm not selfish like you people. And what I mean by that is I have an ability with this right here. I know, my big ass ugly face. I get it, guys. Keep talking shit. Here's the point. My vocals here, they can convince people of things. And the only thing I'm able to convince people of is the fucking truth. What do you think? These people just listen to me? Be like, oh, Gary's right. No. They use the information I give them, and they actually point in their own life, and they see it works with their own eyes. What do you think? These people are stupid? The funny thing is, it's the poor people who say numerology and astrology is bullshit, while the rich people are paying me for consultations. While the rich people are actually fucking asking me, yo, Gary, who do you think would be a better CEO for me? Yo, Gary, do you think this girl would be loyal to me? And 95% of the time, I say, hell no. Gold digging ass trap. I swear to God, man, why is it these billionaires and millionaires always tell me about a girl who adds up to an 8? Every single time. Well, not every, but most of the time, you're going to find that 8 there. Whenever a billionaire or someone worth 100 million plus asks me about a woman, 8 out of 10 times, 80% of the time, it's either someone born on the 8, 17, 26, or an 8 life path. 80, at least 75% of the time. No exaggeration, because those are the gold diggers, and that's what they go. Now, there's some women listening saying, yo, 70% of this men got no gold to take. I feel you. I really do. And I understand what ruins society. And one of the things that ruins society is, oh, I'm not going to go out there and find a man who's going to be a good provider and be a good father. Nah. You just want that motherfucker out there who drives a Lambo. You want that motherfucker out there who has all the clout, all the status, all the money. That's what most of you women want, because you're selfish. Remember I said I'm not selfish? If 95% of the people, of you people out there, were in my position, you would have closed up shop. You don't need any of this anymore. Not me. Nah, I'm not selfish. Because as the Muslims go out here and say they're going to convert our kids and our grandkids, nah, Habib, I'm going to convert your grandkids. I'm going to convert your great-grandkids. They will be numerologists and astrologers, because religion it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why an all-powerful deity would demand worship. Doesn't make sense. Why does something so powerful that it created all of this, why would it demand worship? Why would it need worship? Doesn't make sense. You know what does make sense? We're getting tested. We're all getting tested in this virtual reality. Why do you think numerology and astrology works? It's a virtual reality. There is no other logical explanation for why numerology and astrology works. See, my competitors out there, the ones who are broken, say they're all spiritual. They're going to tell you numbers have soul energy.
Chamberanhood says.
Did that work? It will work. Okay, outstanding, man. So we got a new feature today. If you just have a comment to make, just throw down 50. If you just have a comment to make, throw down 50. If you just want to ask me a yes/no question, throw down 50. If we want a full reading, 98 or above. But if you just want to ask me a simple question and make a comment, you want to have your free speech heard here, that's why I just made it into a 550, because 5 is freedom. America is a 5 life path nation. It's about freedom. All these people complaining about them being silenced. Bro, they'll put you in a fucking grave in another country if you talk shit. You're allowed to protest here. You're allowed to fucking have guns here. You're literally allowed to be the best version of yourself financially in this country. Well, there's people who are literally dying to get in this country. Literally dying. The Cubans, they go on a raft to try to get over here. It is so bad over there. They're willing to go on a raft with no water, no engine, just a sail, maybe some paddles. That shit ain't no joke, bro. You could get eaten by a fucking shark. Imagine they want to come in this country so bad. They're willing to get eaten by a fucking shark to do it.
Just Mac. Rico Fekrup says. GG for president.
Okay, listen.
Star Patched Kid 60.
GG for president. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. Now, some of you said, yo, Gary, how come you didn't do it in 2024? Okay. Right there. Actually, Crocs, you should actually endorse me because I wear this shit all the time. Well, I'm pretty flexible for old man. Look. See that? Had an Achilles injury. You want me to run for fucking president? I can't even fucking walk. But 2026, let me be clear. At some point in 2026, I'm not going to be an influencer anymore.
Damn, that's next year.
Some point next year. I told Dom and I told Fresh this last year. I told him this year. I'm like, at some point next year, I got to go. Because I follow the system. I'm in a 9-year cycle next year. At some point next year, things got to change. Now, how are we going to decipher what's going to change and what isn't? It's a universal 1 year. It's a universal 1 year cycle, 2026. That means one energy is going to dominate.
Hell yeah, let's go.
One energy is masculine energy. One energy is one of those very active energies. One energy is also road rage.
Oh, shit.
So what you expect next year is a lot of people to become a lot more forceful. What you're going to expect in 2026 is a lot of people to go out there and start being exactly more aggressive. Whether it be on the road or road rage, whether it be in everyday life where people start getting more rude, people accidentally bump into you, they're going to get more aggressive next year. This year is a universal 9 year. And what have I been saying is the one thing nines care about more than anything else? Looks. And all of a sudden, we have this clown who's born 12/17/2005, adds up to a 9, Collab, who's blowing up in popularity for looks maxing. Now, listen, guys, I understand we're all a little crazy. I understand we're all a little cuckoo sometimes, but you got to be out your, I mean, you got to be dedicated, no doubt about it. But you got to be out your mind to take a hammer and start pounding yourself like this. I mean, listen, it's just like my dude said, if you really want to do that shit, be a man and go in the ring and get your ass knocked out a couple times, and I bet you that shit fucking swells your cheeks up too. This is feminine behavior. This is extremely feminine behavior. But that's exactly what you expect in a 9 energy universal year. Why? Because tell me how you spell feminine without 9. How do you do that? You can't. So the energy in a universal 9 year will always tip more feminine than masculine. That's why 9s care about their looks so much. And that's why a guy like Clav is blowing up, because we're in a 9 universal year. That energy is affecting every single human on the planet, and they get more interested in looking extremely attractive. Next year is going to be the year of the horse. Now, the first couple of 6 weeks are still a snake. Shout out to my snake people. You still got a little fight left in you. But horse energy is coming February 17th. So what does that mean? Horses are one of the most athletic signs. Horses are one of the most active signs. Horses got durability like no one else. I mean, it's the tigers. They're all fucking muscular and shit. But the horses are like one of those lean-ass runners.
Angelina de Los Santos 6669 has donated $100 and says November 7th, 1982. I'm a dog and currently in Florida. I would love a reading and tour. Website is down for 2026.
What do you say is down for 2026?
His tour website. Oh, I think he said, and tour website. I don't know if he means your website.
Huh.
He might be meaning your website.
My website is down. My guy was just here doing it, so maybe it's getting, fucking fixed or something like that. But I appreciate that. 11/7/1992, I think he said. 82, dog. That's right. So we have an 11 Lifepath dog. So the first thing we know is you're in the 9-year cycle. So when people are in 9 years, no matter if they're good year or they're bad year, they can't really build. It's not a time to build. It's a time to shift. First vowel in shift is what? I. Got to shift courses a little bit. In a 9 year, not a time to start new things. But numerology is a beautiful thing because it'll get that timing thing extremely pinpoint accurate. And when your birthday hits in 2026, and I know that's a while from now, but it's still going to happen. You're going to be in a 1-year cycle for about 3 months, still in a horse year. So that, my friend, is when you go hard. So whatever business ideas you have after, maybe you open the LLC on November 8th. Maybe you do it November 28th, 2026. But then you got that time right there to grind. And if you do, because it's all about timing, guys. How do you not believe in this stuff? It's all about timing, and this tells you what the precise pinpoint timing is. Now, see, I've noticed there's a couple people out there. People know this is real, but say, oh, this is against God. I'll address them in a second. Then there's other people who go around and say, numerology ain't real because they haven't actually looked into it. Okay. So the ones who say this isn't real, the ones who haven't actually put enough effort into researching the statistical analysis when it comes to numerology. And what I mean by that is 5 of the 25 richest people on the planet are born on the 28th. That's a 300 to 500% increase, depending on how you look at it, in what it should be. and that merits someone to look into it. Then you start looking at the Dallas Cowboys, the richest franchise in the world, sports franchise. They're founded on the 28th. Apple, founded by Steve Jobs at 28, founded on 28th day, the richest cash-rich company in the world. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, and people would say that's nonsense, but the percentages are with me. The percentages of something like that working are with me. And when I say the Chinese, and again, 8 is the number of money, started the Olympic Games on 8/8/2008. What do you think? That's a coincidence, you morons? They did it at exactly 8:08 p.m. They had 8,888 couples get married. They went from the 15th biggest economy in the world to the second to trying to challenge U.S. hegemony. And you're telling me this shit don't work? Are you out your mind? But yet you want to tell me to believe in the magic man in the sky who's going to get resurrected. But they thought that's going to happen since 2000, for 2,000 years. For 2,000 years, they said this guy's going to get resurrected. So what happened to all those people who lived between 33 AD and now, who died? They died fools. They died absolute fools because they thought some magic man in the sky is going to resurrect. And it's just comical when you guys tell me numerology and astrology isn't real. I keep spitting stats after stats after stats. And you tell me to find Jesus. Maybe I should find his virgin mother. How does a virgin give birth? I'm curious. I mean, I know a whole bunch of whores have told me they're virgins. I don't believe them. Why do you guys believe this story? If any other woman told you this, you'd say, you'd laugh in their face like I am right now.
It's Brian015 has donated $99.99 and says, hey Gary, I'm born January 28, 2005. Any advice for my upcoming years looking into buying Gain 28 this upcoming 28? Also huge thanks to you. I was able to get out of debt and more with Zakash. Forever grateful.
So we have someone born on the 28th. Who listened to me about Zcash, founded in the 28th, and he obviously made a bag. Now, he's thanking me. You should thank yourself for being smart enough to actually listen to me. Because a lot of fools did. A lot of those guys who don't believe in numerology, they didn't get Zcash, and now they're mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? I told you what it was. You know I don't make mistakes. Akash makes mistakes. Akash made a big mistake in 2014. His enemy year. He met his so-called virgin wife.
Damn, Gary, come on, bro.
No. He said she was a virgin. Okay? I promise you, my wife is an actual virgin. She didn't have no college days. Okay? She wasn't popping anything with the white boys.
The frat boys.
She wasn't doing any of that nonsense, pimp. Okay? None of that was going on. My wife was in a fucking village with dirt roads. My wife was from a village where the cows are let out at night and they fucking walk their own asses home. That's where my wife is from. My wife is a good girl, and shout out to her parents. Shout out to my mother and father-in-law who raised a wonderful woman.
Hell yeah.
Who raised someone who was a wonderful mother. Shout out to them. And you know what? They were Muslims. They were Muslims. But you know what the difference about those Muslims in Russia and instead of the Somalis and all these other groups coming in? They were white Muslims. Yeah. Go to Europe. Do you ever see any white Muslims causing any trouble? I'm asking questions. This is what we do here. We're asking questions. So whether it's propaganda or not, when they always blame Muslims for this and that, have you ever seen white Muslims get blamed for anything? I haven't. Maybe the white Muslims should form their own sect. I don't have a problem with them because I know most white Muslims would put the U.S. Constitution ahead of their Quran. I don't think the darker ones would. That's not racism, that's reality. Yeah, see, on this show, we will talk about numerology. We'll talk about astrology. Quite frankly, we'll talk about anything I fucking want to.
Yes, sir.
That's how this works. Because what is the point of teaching you guys numerology and astrology if I'm not actually teaching you some morality to go with it? See, there's nothing wrong with this knowledge. But just like a car, it can be used for evil. It definitely can be used for evil. Knowledge is just like a car. Most people in the world are responsibly driving their car. I mean, some are speeding a little bit. Well, you know, the women drivers are getting in more accidents, you know, with their vanity mirror and their makeup, especially the whores down here in Miami. But, I mean, they can afford it because their simps pay the insurance and stuff like that. So, I mean, bro, what do these women in Miami actually do? Like the ones in Brickell, besides work out all day, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they're definitely working on their vanity. And they have simps who are very rich, who probably don't know how to talk to women, who are probably nerds and losers. And they're probably paying for these women. I mean, half the women in this building, and again, the rent in this building is like 5 racks.
Shit.
It's like 5 racks, okay? I mean, still kind of low compared to where I'm from, but, you know, it's pretty expensive. And half these buildings are, you know, the tenants are women, and they don't have jobs. Like, what are you doing? But we know what they're doing. This is Brickell. This is why I would never subjugate my kids living in this demon's den. That's exactly what the hell it is, man. It's a demon's den. Freaking crazy. Going back to my man over here on the 28th, man. You're in an 11-year cycle. You're about to leave an 11-year cycle and be in that 3-year cycle. In a 3-year cycle, networking is key. Listen.
David Cedillo 9773 has donated $99.99 and says reading March 11th, 1990 horse.
Yeah, we'll get to that one in a second.
You got 2 all the way. 2 before I put the TT.
You know, I don't like being disturbed when I start doing a monologue.
I'm saying.
I don't like being disturbed without doing a monologue, man. But see, this is an interesting problem to have. Candace Owens don't get so many $99 donations. Okay, it's just a fact. So I'm not really upset. It's just like I'm an old man. It's going to be hard for me to get in that groove because I'm already like going like this, and then I got to hit the brakes, and the brakes getting kind of worn out, pimp. You know what I mean? Going back to my man over here, man. I try to make this entertaining. Listen, I'm probably the most entertaining motherfucker who's born on the 7th in the fucking world. Because those motherfuckers born on the 7th, they're boring as fuck, man. They're boring as fuck, man.
I'll give you that game.
You know, it is what it is. I try my best. That Capricorn sarcasm coming in. But going back to you, my friend, network as much as possible. Because what I was going to say is, no matter what Sneeko says, networking is what got me where I'm at right now. And I'm one of the most influential men in the city. Like, if people want to be put on, they come to me. Because I have the keys to pretty much put anyone on in this city. That's a fact. This is not me gloating. This is absolute fact. And again, it took me about 2 years of networking to accomplish it. Now, some people might say that takes a long time. Maybe. But I've literally paid for 6 figures in dinners. Are you guys willing to do that? Because that's what it takes.
Food?
Yeah. I've easily spent over 100,000 just fucking going out and taking people out just to network. Easily. Are you guys willing to do stuff like that? See, that's an investment in yourself. Some of these other guys want to buy supercars and flex on people. That's how they do it. There's different ways to do it. I prefer the genuine way. I don't bullshit. Network, brother. That's how you get put on. Let's do some videos.
Gary, we are piling, bro.
Yeah. Let's do some videos, man. You guys are going to slow down.
You guys gotta slow down, bro.
You guys got to slow down.
TTS got them ready to go.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Let's watch some videos.
The party, Andrew.
Welcome to the party indeed, folks. Give it up for the top G, Andrew Tate.
Thanks for showing up. The party, Andrew.
Welcome to the party indeed, folks.
That's
Give
it?
up.
That was the clip.
Yeah, so, when I look at Andrew Tate, this is probably the #1 influencer in the world in 2022, maybe 2023. He went from fighting the so-called matrix and the government to fighting a nobody because he lost so much money on crypto, he needs a bag. This is pretty sad and pathetic. This is what broke old men do when they need money, and he's about 39 years old. He's in no position to fight anymore. I mean, obviously, he'd whoop my ass. Let's not make any comparisons. He's a former world champion. But Chase is going to literally beat the hell out of this guy unless the fight is fixed. Unless the fight is fixed, Tate is going to get his ass whooped. Okay? Chase is a real fighter. He's a nobody, no doubt about it, but he's a real fighter. And Andrew Tate, unless Chase is being paid off, he's not winning this fight. But maybe he's going the Jake Paul route. And he decided, Jake Paul is out here making a bag, knocking people out, paying him to get knocked out. I mean, Mike Tyson, in his contract, it said he makes more money if he loses than he wins. Come on, man. Cut the games. Next clip.
Looks like the same thing.
Yeah, let's hear this one.
Show up. I'm gonna start you the fuck out, man.
Chase, genuinely, I'm your boss now, and we put a lot of effort into this. We put a lot of money into this whole press conference. We got a lot of people here. We need things we can clip. We need it to go viral. We have to sell this fight. That was shit. So can you please do it again and be like scary so we can use it? That was rubbish.
Okay. Show up. I'm gonna start you the.
See, Chase is not a talker. Andrew Tate is a talker. Chase is a champion in whatever, I think this is Misfits or something like that. So he's not a real champion, but he's more than enough for Andrew Tate. This guy, again, unless the fight is fixed, he's going to whoop Tate's ass. Keep playing.
I think that's the end of the clip.
That's the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, look at this. So if you don't know, this is GG33 symbol. Our symbol's are orange. The reason it's an orange is because orange adds up to 33 in gematria and letterology. So this, I see you, Pimp. I see you. I mean, last time you were here in Miami, you were hiding behind about 5-6 security guards, and you saw that I took your seat for the whole fight where it said Andrew and Tristan Tate. I sat in their seats. He was over there sitting by Aiden. But the sign that said Andrew Tate, I took your seat. You saw me take your seat. Let's go to the next one, man. Everyone
You know
likes
what, Chase? Although
Go ahead.
I am going to beat you, I truly hope you're not severely injured. From the bottom of my heart, all bullshit aside, all bravado aside, even though you just threatened a man with 4 children with brain damage, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart...
Stop it right there. He said, even though you just threatened the man with 4 kids with brain damage, you basically just told him to start talking shit to you in the last clip, And now you want to use it. Now you want to be the victim? After all this shit, you want to hide behind your kids. Bro, who's forcing you to go in that ring? If you're worried about brain damage, maybe you shouldn't box, dog. Maybe. Maybe you have enough money. But then again, if you're broke and you lost your bag, because all the people in the real world figure out they don't actually need to learn that shit from you because it's free all over the internet. If that's what went on and you need a bag, then I understand. Keep playing it.
And you're in perfectly good health. That's what I hope.
I hope you wake up in the hospital. So, to be honest with you, buddy, I'm trying to hurt you.
Well, that's the difference in our characters, and we're going to see which one God rewards.
Why do you think he speaks like that to you?
I think it's because this new generation of people don't understand the lines, and there are lines. I've never disrespected his team. I've never disrespected his coach. I've never made fun of his children, if he even has any. I don't wish him harm. I genuinely believe that this should be a sport between gentlemen. I believe we should get in there and do our best. And I'll tell you something. Karma is real. The forces of the universe are real.
It is. Stop it right there. You're right. Karma is real. Maybe that's why you went to jail for a long time, even though you didn't do anything they said you did. You damn right karma is real. You basically fucking ran hard in 2022 because Deja Vu and a few other guys told you to wait. You wanted to run this shit in 2021. They told you to wait. The people in the real world who understood what numerology and astrology was, they told you to wait. And because you timed that shit and you listened to the right people based off GG33 knowledge, you became a star. But what happened when you became a star? They put you in jail, buddy. Even though I know you're not guilty of what they said you did, you're nothing more than a glorified fucking pimp. Nothing more than a glorified fucking pimp. And when you thought it was your interest to become a Muslim because you needed support from the Muslim world, you took your Shahada and you started preaching Islam. And then when you saw everything turned, you went gambling on a Ramadan, which is a slap in the face to Muslims. Now, I gamble. I don't claim to be a Muslim pimp. You're over there convincing people like Sneeko to become a Muslim. And then when it doesn't serve you anymore, you decide to slap the Muslim world in the face by drinking and gambling on Ramadan and making sure that picture goes out there. You tell people, I'll never associate with gambling. It's haram. And then you put on a gambling website. And you want to talk about karma? If karma's real, you're going to get your fucking jaw broke. Chase is going to break your fucking jaw if karma is going to be applied to this one. And even though I support most of your message, I believe in a lot of things you say. As a matter of fact, you use a lot of my talking points. The difference between me and you, I didn't sell out. Bills, I was offered 8 figures to convert.
To Muslim?
I'm not saying what religion. I was offered 8 figures to convert to a religion a few years ago. I said no. Do you know why I said no? Because I know if I do something, my diehards will follow. I'm not going to set people up for losses and failures just because I want money. But you would. Because when you needed that bag from Islam, you took it. And then when you didn't, you shunned them. You better hope karma isn't real. Because if it is, your white daughters are going to have some black babies, pimp. Keep going.
Go through life operating from the wrong frame, wishing genuine harm on people or insulting people's coaches or doing these terribly heinous
coach
things.
is a fat ass.
You end up paying the price.
Stop. He's called me a fat ass many times. Why is he getting offended when someone calls his coach the same thing? Why? Why is it always the double standard? I talk about someone's fan because they're a political fucking figure. Oh, I'm an evil dude. Someone talks about the people in the White House families. That's perfectly okay. The amount of beta males I've met in this game is astronomical. I've met 5 real people who are influencers in this city. 5 people. And one of them's not even in this city. Dom Lucra. That dog is as loyal as they come. Flat out. Fresh. Born in the monkey year, came to America, monkey country, and thrived in the monkey city. Loyal as hell. Myron. Extremely loyal. Luke Radowski. Loyal tiger. You ain't going to find many of those. And Sean Kelly. Extremely loyal guy. 5 guys I've met out of hundreds and hundreds of influencers who I consider trustworthy, who I'd call friend. This is the most homosexual beta male sphere I've ever seen in my life. People who are in the red pill movement, people who talk about masculinity will attack me nonstop. But if I go after them, they start making phone calls to people who are mutuals. Make them stop. Make them stop. It's pathetic. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. But what do you expect? When you're raised by single mothers, no one's going to teach you about being a man, even if you are born a boy. Tate is an excellent gaslighter, but he's as guilty as anyone out there. But I will give him his flowers. He's extremely charismatic. Next video. We'll get to the super chats in a minute.
Greens000 has donated $99.99 and says 8/23/83 Virgo. Pig.
Yeah,
7 Malay heck of a combo, right?
Funny guy. We'll get to all the super chats. I would just want to get some content in there.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm just playing them.
We're gonna have a long day, Bills. It's okay. This is one of my last podcasts in Miami of the year.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what does a roster
What is that?
mean to you?
What does this mean?
You guys have to understand, have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, yeah, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
am
Catholic
one.
school was
What's
in
up?
his living room.
Well, go back 1 second. Go back for like 1 second in the frame. Let's get the close up on him right after this. Right there. That is what a defeated man looks like. That is what I have not seen that look since Will Smith was forced to degrade himself in front of his whore wife when she said she had an entanglement to him in front of a national audience. That's that look. Akash has that look that Will Smith had. I haven't seen that since Jada Pinkett Smith made Will Smith look like the biggest fool on the planet. That's that look. Guys, that is that look when you're so weak of a fucking male that you can't do anything. That's that look. That is a defeated man. Look at how all those other guys are smiling. Look at all those other guys. These are his closest friends. These are his closest friends right here, and they're fucking bawling at his expense. And look at him over there. He's defeated. Keep going.
This fool was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean hooking up, I just meant making out. Again,
Stop right there. She's been coached. She is being coached. What does popping your mean? That's more than making out, girl. She said she was popping her thing between her legs. You can say that P word on YouTube, right? Yeah. She said she was popping her pussy. That's making out now? Maybe you had some guys doing some other stuff down there, but that's a little bit more than making out. She's been coached. She's lying. And you know what? She's a Leo. Yeah. We know exactly what it means when a Leo woman says she has a roster. Yo, Akash, how long did you beg your wife to make this video? As a matter of fact, Akash, how many times did you have to go down on her to get this video? Akash, how much did you have to buy your wife to actually make her agree to make this video, because she's not a good actress? You can see she's lying. Play the tape.
Everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally. One of our fans asked us, would you guys have an orgy? So I just said, oh, I'm actively trying, like, as a joke. Now, looking back, like, it's been pointed out to me, and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akash, not to, like, justify it, but just to explain.
Stop. Your comedian husband, he taught you humor of how to play like you're a whore? That's the humor your husband actually instilled in you? Get the fuck out of here. You were telling the truth, and now you're lying. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because you fucked up your husband's reputation. You literally fucked up his reputation. But you know what? Maybe this is more Akash's fault. I'll tell you why. Akash is born 1984, the year of the rat. And Akash met this woman in 2014, the year of the horse. Shit. His enemy sign. Yeah, bro. You met her in the wrong year, pimp. And because you imprinted that energy all wrong, this is the end result. And you know who exposed you? Wasn't it Myron Gaines, born 1990, the year of the horse? You're a rat. Enemy signs. And by the way, when did Akash start pressing Myron? It was 2001. When did Akash start pressing Myron? It was 2021, the year of the ox. The ox and the rat are soulmates. So in Akash's energy, he was bashing Myron the horse, his enemy sign. But yeah, his enemy energy is coming. And now that same person has the upper hand when his energy is low. This is, again, how numerology and astrology works. Keep watching the video.
If I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that, like, the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality, so they're just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with, like, Akash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like, Akash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever, because he's, like, really, like, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey. Cut that. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was a virgin until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. She must have been that born again type. The born again. We know plenty of those. There are plenty of those in Miami. Born again. Come on. Listen. I feel bad for Akash. I really do. Because so many men take beatings because of their wife. So many men. You don't hear a peep out of my wife. She has a Twitter account and she talks about health. She talks about, tips here, tips there. You're not going to find any controversial stuff about my wife. You're not going to bring me down that way. You're much more likely to find something on me than my baby. And there's nothing on me you guys don't know about. I hit a cop in 98. I told you when I run, that's going to get me half the black vote. Let's finish this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But
What'd you just say there, Akash? Are you actually rubber stamping Myron's talking points about body count? Yep. Is that what you're doing, Akash? This is a hypocritical man. But then again, what do we expect from a beta male? All beta males act like this. You got exposed, pimp. By the way, happy enemy year coming. You think this is bad? Wait till you see how much money you lose next year because of all this. Everyone knows she's lying.
I see the divorce.
Yeah, he's done.
I see the divorce.
Yep, he's done. Let's go to the next video.
Next video. Oh.
I was popping my pussy and
Stop.
living my best.
She was doing what? She was doing what? I thought she said she was just kissing people. She said she was just making out with her roster. What does popping your pussy mean? Maybe something's going on I don't understand. This is a lying fucking woman. Keep going.
Life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like, sometimes it like literally hurts my heart. And when the nostalgia's that.
Guys, I've never seen that video. Wow. Holy shit. What the fuck? This is what happens when you don't have red pill awareness. I've never even seen this video. This bitch is a fucking slut. What?
I was popping my
Stop.
and living my best.
What type of, let's say he's making all this up and this is all acting. What type of man allows his woman to go out there and embarrass himself like this for clout? But again, horse goes after rat. Enemy signs every single time. This is the exact reason Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other. Horse and a rat. Enemy signs. By the way, when did the great Kobe Bryant die? The horse. He died in the rat year, and Akash's career is going to die in 2026, his enemy year. This is how the system works. Every single fucking time. Next video. Yeah, he's done.
like even then, I was like, no, the fuck. She's all talk. She's all bluster. That's why I haven't tested the hand job
Paper
thing.
tiger.
She's our dog. She's a yapping little dog behind a fence. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no bite. All bark, no bite.
So you would say that, but in reality, if he actually did go get it.
Okay, like let me think about it. If you actually did go get it, yes, like I think it would bother me like 30%, but I feel like 70% I'd be like, okay, whatever. I put you through a lot the past couple weeks.
Like he deserves it.
Yeah, I feel like I owe it to you.
I do kind of deserve it.
Stop. This man just said he deserves to be mocked by a national, maybe international audience. What type of beta male shit is this? Either this is all acting and he's an absolute beta who's willing to fucking get his reputation destroyed, or This is all a lie, which is most likely because he looks like a defeated man. Look at all those guys. Look at all those guys. They're all laughing. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like Will Smith talking to Jada Pinkett about their entanglement. That's what he looks like. Look at the body language. Look how he has his arm up like this while he's being very defensive. Look at everyone else. They're not in the defensive position. He's like this. You can tell by the body language. Keep playing it.
I just want to say they're dressed for his funeral.
Yeah, of course.
Look at that shit. They all wear suits.
And we're going to be supporting
But she
that.
just
We
can't
are
be
so close
prettier
to
than
Chinatown.
He's gonna do it.
Who could
I
be
know.
prettier than you? Wait, she can't be prettier than you.
Yeah, she just can't be
Yeah,
prettier than
yeah. I mean, that's not gonna. Yeah, unless you go.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be an old Chinese.
Look,
lady.
look, stop it, stop it.
Justification.
Look at him. Look at all the other guys and look at him. His face says it all. He literally got his woman to say this to try to make him look better. But guess what, pimp? The house already burned down. It's over. You've been exposed for a hypocritical beta-ass male. I would love to say I feel sorry for you. I don't. I really don't. Because you had the ability, just like all these other guys and women who have the ability to learn numerology and astrology and actually be in a relationship like I have for over 2 decades. You all have that ability. You all have the ability to put down your Bibles, Qurans, Talmuds, Torahs, Hadiths. You all have the ability to learn numerology and astrology, and you all refuse to do it, and this is the end result. Fucking simp. Next. Why are we talking about the Indian? Because I'm cooking his ass. That's why, chat. Let's see. What else the chat want to talk about?
Drunk Rodrigo 6622 has donated $99.99 and says, "Hey Gary, thank you for dropping gems and being the G that you're not. Many men have a virgin wife and having standards and speaking the truth.
Well,
My date of birth is September 27th, 1999.
September 27th, since he was glazing me, I'll give it right now. You know what I'm saying? September 20th, and he's a cat. Cats are smart, strategic. They knew to say that ahead and then to put the birthday out there because Gary's probably going to get to you a little bit quicker. You're right, I did. One life path. Cat psychologist. He just showed you in how he worded that psychology. And he got what he wanted. And he did it with this. I know what he's doing. I'm pointing it out, but I'm still going to play along. Here's your reading, brother. I'm not going to tell you you're a psychologist. You know all that. You have the best of both worlds. You're a one life path and you're born on the 27th. So you have the adaptability gift of a 9, but you have the discipline and the fucking leadership of a 1. That is a great combination. I'll tell you guys right now, that's why I put Red Pill on. He's a 1 life path, and he's born on the 27th. He is the best of both worlds. There's levels to this numerology. Yes, 1 and 9 are enemies numbers. No doubt. 1 ain't gonna like a 9, and 9 ain't gonna like a 1. Don't believe me? Ask Steve Jobs. 1 life path married a 1. He died. She married a black dude and she's fucking. Yes. Yeah, bro. She married a black dude and she's enjoying his money and building a new family with him. It is what it is. 1s and 9s do not get along, but someone who has a 1 life path and born on a 9 day, extremely positive for both sides of the equation. Like a little yin, little yang. Guys got to know, numerology goes deep. It is what it is. Guys, this is my last podcast, most likely of this year in Miami. Maybe I'll do a couple more at the very end of the month, but I'm going to be taking off. I'm about to go into the best and worst of every sign. Do me a favor, like the video so we can get a ton of people in here. We already got like about 700 in here. So I don't bot. You guys bot. You think 5,000-6,000 people are watching Sneeko? No. You think 2,000-3,000 are watching John Zerka? This is a joke. Everyone bots but the 305 podcast. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe I will in the future. I might buy in the future, guys. But I bought it right now. One thing I don't have to bot. One thing I don't have to bot is my views on social media. My clips. I am one of the best clip farmers in the world. By far, one of the best ever. How do you think I made all this happen? Again, I got guys who are heterosexual. Big key right there. I got heterosexual guys in the numerology and astrology. You ladies should be thanking me. Now you got something to talk about with your man. He didn't want to hear that woman gibberish before I came along. I made sense. And now you guys can talk about something interesting together at the kitchen table or wherever else you guys have sex. All right, I swear we'll get to the super chats right after this, man. Can we do a commercial break for a few minutes? All right, when I come back, start liking the video. I want an audience in here. We're going to do the best and worst for 2026 for every freaking sign.
The Q app is the best numerology and astrology app ever freaking made, man. For instance, you put in your birthday, it's going to tell you what cities are good for you, what clothing brands you should wear. You look at me, I'm not dressed too well, I don't give a f, but I wear a Rolex, not an AP. Why don't I wear AP? AP was found in the pig ear. This was found in the snake ear. I'm a snake. I wear a Coach bag. Coach was found in the snake ear. Everything around me is going to be compatible energy. This is what people need to do. Everything that's in that app is based off what I've learned, and I'm giving it to the public at a very reasonable price. Say you're about to buy a car and you buy the wrong car that's in your enemy year and you get in an accident. You don't think it's worth having an app that would have saved your ass? Say you're about to get married in the wrong city that's in your main city. You don't think it's worth having an app that would save your ass? And you have an AI in there now too. You can talk to the AI. It's going to be right there in the Q app. It'll tell you exactly what state you want to go to, what country you want to go to. It will tell you where to be and where not to be. And let me tell you something. This product is worth its weight in gold. It is the best app ever made for numerology and astrology, bar none. The Q app is the best numerology and astrology app ever freaking made, man. For instance, you put in your birthday, it's going to tell you what cities are good for you, what clothing brands you should wear. You look at me, I'm not dressed too well, I don't give a f, but I wear a Rolex, not an AP. Why don't I wear AP? AP was found in the pig ear. This was found in the snake ear. I'm a snake. I wear a Coach bag. Coach was found in the snake ear. Everything around me is going to be compatible energy. This is what people need to do. Everything that's in that app is based off what I've learned, and I'm giving it to the public at a very reasonable price. Say you're about to buy a car and you buy the wrong car that's in your enemy year and you get in an accident. You don't think it's worth having an app that would have saved your ass? Say you're about to get married in the wrong city that's in your main city. You don't think it's worth having an app that would save your ass? And you have an AI in there now too. You can talk to the AI. It's going to be right there in the Q app. It'll tell you exactly what state you want to go to, what country you want to go to. It will tell you where.
And we are back. Are we? Yes. Okay. And before we start back with super chats and the best and the worst, Samsung, can I talk to you for a second? Now, everyone I know who's an influencer has an iPhone. And I mean, they don't know that Samsung makes all the displays for iPhones. I mean, I know that. Most people in the world know that, but these influencers keep telling me Apples are better when we know Apples are actually antiques. I mean, can Apple do this? And again, if you look at my lineup, 1S, Samsung Ultra 25, another one, a Fold. I even got the small one. I'm literally the biggest name influencer with all Samsungs around me, pimp. I'm the only one who doesn't have any goddamn bullshit fucking iPhones because I don't believe in their rainbow Skittles ideology. I'm more of my people in Seoul, Korea. So, listen, Samsung, reach out to me, Pip. Anyways, let's get started. Doing best and worst. Yep. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get started for every single sign. Number 1, in 2026, the rat will do the worst. Does that mean every single rat's going to have a bad year? No. But 85 to 80% of you motherfuckers, if not higher, are getting hit. Now, I don't know what your birthdays are. So you're going to be in different life cycles. You're going to be in different personal years. But here's what it is for rats. If you press, you will lose. Look what Akash did. He married her in her enemy year. He met her in her enemy year. And, he's being embarrassed right now. When you do things in your enemy year, bad things happen as a result. If not in that year, then in the future years. You're planting the seeds in your enemy energy. So if you're born in 1996, if you're born 2008, 1984, 1972, 1960, 1948, all in the year of the rat, it's gonna be a bad year. And I'm not telling you this to put you in fear or to basically manifest it. I know there's a hole right in the road that you're about to hit. You think it's me manifesting something bad? The hole's already there. You're going like this. You're about to reach that hole with the fucking car. It's gonna fucking fuck your car up. I am doing you a favor by telling you, yo, there's trouble ahead. So if you're a rat, got about 85 days until February 17th, 2026, get all your house in order. Be that fucking squirrel that has all those nuts ready for fucking winter. And just like Game of Thrones said, it's gonna be a long fucking winter. Especially in you in crypto. Crypto was founded in a rat year. Bitcoin, the first crypto coin. The white papers came out in October 2000. What was it? October 2028. But it was released January 3rd, 2009. Bitcoin is a rat currency. Next year's a horse year. Uh-oh. And by the way, historically, Bitcoin's worst year, percentage-wise, was 2014, the year of the horse. I'm not making a mistake. You're making a mistake if you don't listen to me. And guess what? I'm being very forceful in saying it. So when it happens, and then I start laughing at your dumb ass for not listening to me, don't say I'm mean. I warned you. OPEC was founded in a rat year. Might have some issues next year. So if we know oil is going to go down, what does that mean? Maybe a deflationary cycle is coming in 2026. Maybe gold peaked. Guys, ever think of that? And by the way, I did call the gold top 43.92, I believe, somewhere around that area. I called it. This is what I do. I called Zcash. No matter what happens on Zcash, I'm good for the rest of my life. And if you listen to me, you were too. And you guys might say I'm bragging. I've never shilled any other crypto in my life. Only one, Zcash. And the one I shilled, retired people, regardless at what it does at this point. Why? Because I use my numerology. So now you have to ask themselves, you have to ask people who say this is fake, why am I so successful? And for the people who say they're at my level, why are you numerologists broke? It is what it is. So if you're born in a rat year, It's time to hibernate. February 17th, no more big moves. Next, Ox. People who are born in Ox years in 2026, for a large percentage of them, 60, 65, going to be a tough year. Not as bad as Rats, nowhere near that. But some of you guys are going to feel it. So if you're born 1973, 1985, 1996, it's not going to be the best year. Don't go too hard after February 17th, 2026. Next, Tiger. If you're born 1962, 1986, 1998, 1974. Yeah, skip that. I did the inverse, but it is what it is. If you're born in one of those years, now I fucked the clip up. I tried to be funny and I fucked the clip up. Let me do that again. If you're born 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, and you're born in a Tiger year, you will do well in 2026, the horse year, because tigers and horses are good friends. Now, do I think Andrew Tate's going to do well? No, he's in the 4-year cycle. He's probably going to find himself behind bars again. But, not saying you should, but maybe that's that karma thing we talked about. Why else would an innocent man go to jail? Maybe it has something to do with your karma. Yeah, it's something to think about. But most people who are born in Tiger years will have beneficial 2026s. Now, let's say the world economy crashes and everyone's losing 50% and you guys only take a 5-10% hit. That's it. That's a winning year. So people who are Tigers, I do expect people born in those years to do well in 2026, a horse year. Next, Cat. If you're born 1975, 1986, fuck that one up. 1975, 1987, 1999. If you're born in a cat year, not a rabbit, that's an old wives' tale. That's a lie. If you're born in the cat year, you will have a neutral year in 2026, the year of the horse. Neutral signs. Not enemies, not friends. Guys, both are intelligent, but you think very, very differently, to say the least. Next, if you're born 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, 2012, if you're born in a dragon year, well, it's neutral. The horse and dragon are neutral signs. They can respect each other, but they definitely have very different personalities. So I expect people born in those years to have neutral years. Next, if you're born 1977, 1989, 2001 in the snake year, you just had your year, baby. Snakes had their year. But I want to make this clear. The female snakes did a lot better than the male snakes in 2025. And the reason is very clear. You can't spell feminine without the word nine. That's why Candace Owens, born 1989, the year of the snake, a female, is dominating this game in 2025, the year of the snake. Because that is how the system works. That's why Andrew Tate was #1 in a Tiger year and he's a Tiger. And that's why Candace Owens is #1 in a snake year and she's a snake. And next year, I fully expect Myron Gaines, born 1990, year of the horse, to take over in a horse year, because that is how the game works. So if you're born in a snake year, 2026, after February 17th, the energy is not going to be the same. That's why you won't see me as loud. I went hard this year. I went hard this year because this is a snake year. I'm doing the biggest podcast I ever did this year. Because it's a snake year, I started this podcast this year. I never went live on YouTube like this before, at least not for 4 or 5 years. I've never done more podcasts than I did this year. But, the good times ain't gonna last forever. What does that mean? It's very simple. Snakes will probably have it 5th best in 2026. but the good times are over. So you might have a good year, but it ain't gonna be a great year. It is what it is. Next, horse. If you're born 1978. Now, a lot of people will be like, yo, Gary, you're born 78, but I'm born January 7th, 78, so that's still a snake year. See how that works? A lot of people want to put out there that I'm born in the horse year. Bro, do I have a body of someone born in the horse year? Horses are meticulous about working out. That's literally all they fucking care about. I am not a horse. But going with the system, next year is a one universal year. Ones are athletes. Next year's a horse year. So if you're going to go with the energy, yeah, you definitely got to get more active, including me and including you, because you want to go with the energy. You go with the flow, never against it. And that's how the game always works. Horses will dominate next year in 2026. So if you're born in a horse year, have everything planned before February 17th, 2026 starts, because you only get one of those every 12 years. Think about it. When you're 60 years old, you've only had 5 of those years to go through. Only 5. Precious, precious energy that goes around and recycles once every 12 years. Next, goat. If you're born 1967, 1979, 1991, 2003, horse and goat are good friends. So most of you gold diggers out there, because that's what a lot of goat women are. They're gold diggers. They use their looks to get what they want out of guys. And I understand a lot of women do that, but they just do it on a different level. Why? Because they're gorgeous. Women who are born in goat years, they don't need that looks maxing. They don't need makeup. They're literally natural beauties. Now, does that mean every woman born in a goat year is? Of course not. But I'm telling you, a higher percentage of people who are born in goat years are going to have those looks. Just go to Russia, go to Ukraine. You'll see women working at McDonald's over there who looks like fucking supermodels. Why? Because they're goat nations. That's why. I heard someone talking about people born in goat year in Russia and Ukraine don't have good genes because all the men died. Well, that might be true, but those women are freaking dimes. I would know. I married one. What do you thought? I was going to settle for fucking some 5'6" for some fucking hoflation in America? You got life fucked up. You literally got life fucked up if you thought that was going to... That might be you. That might be your buddy. That might be... No, that's definitely my haters. But it's not me. Okay? Like for instance, if I compare myself to you guys, I'm in the 1%, but there's people in the 0.1% who are living way better than me. But let me be real for a second. I wear this. This is my Phillies championship ring. Got a Super Bowl ring. Got a couple basketball champions I earned. This I bought. But I only wear this to piss people off. Think I give a fuck about this? This only came because I go to Miami. This only goes on when I do podcasts. I don't wear this stuff unless I'm going out. This is done to piss people off because some of you guys are so easily triggered. Yes, I wear a Rolex because it's a snake company and I'm a snake. No doubt about it. I have this Coach bag. It's a snake. I'm a snake. No doubt about it. But what do you think? I care about this? I don't care about this material stuff. I don't care about any of this. This is just a fucking prop. There's always going to be people who have more money than you. My buddy makes more money, made more money in a day than I'll probably make in my whole fucking life. I go to country clubs. I'm the poorest guy there. Well, next to the waiters and shit like that. I'm rich. But some of these people, no matter what I do, I'm not going to catch up. So I'm not going to play that game. But you know what life is? It's about that whole package. Like, for instance, I could laugh at you guys, but Logan Paul could laugh at me. Logan Paul could honestly call me a brokey. But if you look at Logan Paul and me, he's more athletic. He's more famous. But you know what? I still win because I married a virgin and he married a ran-through whore. Some people just live life better than others. And some people just don't want to drive used cars. Now, I'm not going to drive no Lambo. I'm not going to drive no Ferrari. I can afford 10 of them. I'm not going to do it. I don't like those cars. I just don't like them. I'm going to drive a Hyundai. The nicest Hyundai they have, $65,000. And I am happy with it. You know why? Because I was influenced by the right people. Here in Miami, every billionaire I know here has a Ferrari. Every single one. It's like a requirement. But I'm from Ohio. And the billionaire I know there who has more money than all these billionaires in Miami combined, he drives a Suburban. He drives a Chevy. If a guy worth 10 billy plus is okay driving a Chevy, I'm okay driving a Hyundai. This right here is a prop. That's all it is. And I play a role to piss people off so they fucking make comments and get the algo up. That's how the game works. But it's not just about wealth. But wealth is a big part of it. But that's not the only thing. I got healthy kids. Do you know how many people I know don't have healthy kids? There's nothing worse for a parent. I don't have that problem. Why? Because I didn't marry a whore. When you marry a virgin, you get healthy kids. Now, that might offend some of you. Doesn't change the fact that it's real. Next. And again, goats, most likely, again, people born 1967, 1979, 1991, 2023. I'm sorry, 2003. I'm slipping on some of these guys. You got to get better. I'm trying to get that. You know, even some of the greatest pitchers out there have a wild pitch every now and then. You try to get that down, but it is what it is. Let's try one more time. Men and women born 1967, 1979, 1991, 2003. There you go. If you're born in a goat year, you will have one of the better experiences in a horse year 2026. Next, monkey. If you're born 1980, 1992, 2004, America founded 1776, a monkey year, you will have a neutral to a little bit of above average year in 2026, the year of the horse. Next, when it comes down to it, it's the rooster. Rooster, you have dominated this year. Roosters have done very, very well. Even a guy like Clav, he took over. And again, he doesn't understand this because he's low IQ. But he's a rooster, and this is snake year. So it makes sense why roosters came up this year. Next year will not be as kind. Not saying it's going to be a bad year, but if you're born 1981, 1993, 2005, 2017, it's going to be a neutral year. 2026, the year of the horse. Now, there are some people who consider horses and roosters soulmates. You guys are out your freaking minds. You might have friends who are horses and vice versa, and there's a lot of similar qualities, but the rooster is way too aggressive for a horse personality. That's not the way it works. But if I was to say on a 1 to 10 how roosters would do, I'd probably give them like a 6. So, yeah, you could say a little above average to a neutral year. Next, dog. Now, see, I talk a lot of shit about John Zerka. We all know, no matter what John Zerka says, no matter what he says, he took 2024 off because it was his enemy year. He listened to me. He took 2025 off because he was in the 7-year cycle. And we all know, no matter what John says about numerology, astrology in 2025, even though he was giving $5 readings in 2024, you know what the thing is? If you're a GG33 bronze student, you know 5 times what John Zerka knows about numerology. I never taught him that much because I knew he would leak it. He's a fucking 3 dog. He's going to sing like a fucking canary. That's why I never taught him too much. If I actually taught him everything I would know, he would be fucking going out there giving $50 readings. But why would I want him to leak this shit? So I'd rather him saying Christ is king and this shit isn't real than actually giving accurate readings, because I don't want him fucking knowing everything I know. He's going to fucking leak it. So I'm not disappointed at all in John Zerka. It is what it is. But we all know John's coming back next year. Stop lying to people, Z. Stop lying to people. We all know you're coming back February 2000 or maybe March 2026. We all know this. Stop the fucking cap, bitch ass. Well, thank you, producer, and I appreciate that. Tag team effort over there. But in all reality, if you're born 1970, 1982, 1994, 2006, 2018, shout out to my son Andrew, who was born on the 28th. That's what I did with my kids. I'm a Capricorn snake. One of my kids is a Capricorn. The other one's a snake. They both have a piece of my personality. Both of them. I planned this out perfectly. If you're born in a dog year, and the most important year, 1946, because 1946 is when the best modern president in American history, my president, your president, Donald J. Trump, was born. And I expect Donald J. Trump to mug people in 2026. He will have one of the best years ever. People are going to actually love this man again. Listen, I know Trump and the Trump family have made billions off crypto. The Trump family has made a lot of money off crypto since he's been president. And I know people say that's unethical. Let's talk about that. Trump made definitely a couple billion in crypto since he's been president. And he hasn't been president that long. And a lot of people are talking about this is stealing. So let's compare what Donald Trump does. He doesn't steal any taxpayer money. He doesn't give people taxpayer contracts. He doesn't funnel any of that money to his family like every other fucking president. He found a way to make money with him being a power that isn't illegal, isn't stealing. Now, is he profiteering from being in the White House? Yes. The difference is he found a way to do it without stealing from you, the taxpayers. That is the difference. So yes, Donald Trump is enriching himself with crypto since he and his family have been back in power. The difference is Obama was straight up stealing this shit. You think he sent that fucking $1 billion to Iran in unmarked bills without getting some kickbacks? Are you out your fucking mind? The Clintons, they were literally political whores. Anyone who wanted the peace could buy them. They were for sale for anybody. It doesn't matter if it was the Bushes or anyone before or after. They were all crooks because they stole from you people. Donald Trump is making money without actually stealing. Big difference. Not to mention, Donald Trump is going to do what needs to be done. Venezuela is a problem. I'm not going to lie to you like all these conservatives. We need to bring democracy to Venezuela. We need to do this and that. No. America tried that. Hugo Chavez, who was born in a horse year. The American government tried to take him out in 2002, the year of the horse. The American government, because I wasn't around back then, so they couldn't copy and paste me. They tried to take a horse out, Hugo Chavez, in 2002, a horse year, and they failed. They absolutely failed because the country rose up to save their precious leader. A guy who took one of the richest countries in the world in the 1980s and turned it into a fucking back alley whorehouse in 2025. But you know, even though the CIA failed, and let me make this clear, whenever the U.S. military needs to make an intervention, whether it's been in the past in Iraq, whether it's been in the past in Panama, it doesn't matter whether it's going to happen right now in Venezuela, that is a failure of the CIA. Because when the CIA fails to do their job, we have to go in with the U.S. military. The U.S. military is our last result. If the CIA was actually effective in doing what they should be doing, instead of worrying about gender equality or rainbow Skittles rights, if they were actually doing what they should be doing, overthrowing nations, maybe we wouldn't have to put our boys at risk. Anytime the U.S. has to invade a nation, unless it's a world war, anytime it's one of these smaller nations that the U.S. has to invade, it's because the CIA failed year after year after year. And what else do you expect? The CIA was founded in 1947, the year of the pig. And this is 2025, the year of the snake. So because the CIA failed, we have to put our boys and women and men at risk in war because the CIA didn't do their job. And for all the people who are saying, yo, we don't have to invade. No, we actually do. Venezuela has a lot of oil. Now, the oil they have is not quite as pure or easily refinable as the Saudis, so it's not really competition. But if we control those oil fields and make sure we don't actually need the oil money, we just need to make sure the oil is sold in American dollars. That's it. As long as the oil is sold in American dollars, we don't need to steal the money. Let the people in Venezuela have it. As long as it's in American dollars and the petrol system goes, we don't care who makes the money. So for the Americans who always want peace, understand this. Yes, the Iraq War, the way George W. Bush told it, was a lie. They didn't invade for WMDs. They knew they didn't have fucking weapons of mass destruction. I knew he didn't have weapons of mass destruction in 2002, 2003. But I knew it was going to happen. Why? Because Saddam was born in the year of the ox, and 2003 was the year of the goat. Enemy signs. Just like I knew in history, Hitler was born 1889, year of the ox, and he started losing the war in 1943, the year of the goat, Stalingrad, Kursk. It was over. It was a defensive war which was going to collapse in 1945. I knew history. I applied it with numerology and astrology. And that's what happened. Just such a shame when people in this world will believe in magic men in the sky with no evidence. But when you actually present information like this in an articulate way, which people can research and understand themselves, they'll call you a fraud. No, I'm not a fraud. You're just a low IQ moron. I'm articulating this just fine. Are you understanding what I'm saying, Bills?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you think most people in the chat are?
Yeah.
Yeah. They keep donating, man. I get it is what it is. We'll get to the super chats right after I'm done with this. People born in 1982, 1994, 2006, 2018 will dominate in 2026 year, the horse, because dog and horse are best friends, because dog is the 11th sign, horse is the 7th, 7 and 11 are soulmates in numerology and astrology, and that's why you have a store called 7-Eleven all over the world, which both, if you spell it out 11 and you spell out 7, you have the word Eve in the middle. Numerology and astrology, baby. Last, pig. Yeah, you got your ass whooped this year, pig. You got your ass whooped this year, swine. Megan Thee Stallion got dragged through the media. Wes Watson got dragged through the media. Just like I said they would. A certain podcaster got destroyed this year. I won't mention who. People cry, so I won't mention who. But they got destroyed this year, as I said they would. When it comes down to companies, Spirit filed for bankruptcy twice. That's a pig company. Hooters filed for bankruptcy, pig company. And I know people in the real world. And if you're born 1971, 1983, 1995, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle this year. But when February 17th, 2026 hits, you're going to be like that beach ball underwater, going to rise up. The bad year is over, and now it's the rat's turn to get hit. And next year, 2027, it'll be the ox's turn to get hit. And then in 2028, it'll be the tiger's year to get hit. Just like Andrew Tate, a fucking tiger, got his eye fucked up in 2016, his enemy year. Just a coincidence, isn't it, Bills? Always is. Always is. Anyways, let's go to Super Chats. Oh, my.
Oh, my. This is our biggest cue.
Okay, we're going to get to the Super Chats now.
1 second.
This is going to take some time.
This is going to take a long time.
Now, make sure when you load them up, it's real big so I can read them. Guys, do me a favor, like it. Let me do everything, guys. Like the goddamn content, so we can get at least 1,000 people live. That would be a nice little accomplishment. There we go. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this as well. All right, while you set that up, and we're gonna get there real quick, guys. Bear with me a second. Bear with me. All right. Dun, 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 dun. We'll get there in 1 sec. Hold on here. Set my phone up. Modern technology. Gotta love it. Okay, 1 sec. Let me do something right here. Oh. There we go. So we'll do this right here. Okay, we ready with the Super Chats? Okay, let me have it real big so I can read it out. Yeah, man, bro, I'm an old man over here. I'm an old man over here, and you see as best as I can, bro. I'm surprised I passed those driving tests, bro. I think I'd be bullshitting. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. This is the 305 podcast. We are in Brickell. Let's go. You know what? We'll add this phone too. Hold on 1 second. That's the good thing about having so many phones. I can do whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's see. There we go. Nope, we're going to decline that one. We got this all over. Let's go. All right, we're doing some super chats. Reading 3/11/1990 horse. You are a 6 life path. You do have some 33 energy, but I do consider you a 6. You're born on the 11th, which means you're an old soul. Anyone born on the 11th, 29th, or any 11 energy, it means you've been reincarnated quite a few times. No one has the right to be born a master number. You have to earn that right through multiple reincarnations. You have to pass the test of a 9, pass the test of a 7, a 1 to get that master number level. So one thing is true of anyone born on the 11th, Joe Rogan, Aiden Ross, even though he acts like a fool, anyone who has that type of energy, they're going to be extremely charismatic. Now, another thing about people born on the 11th is a lot of people just open up to you. They come to you and they just tell you their problems, even complete strangers. And the reason they do that is because subconsciously they realize that you're an older soul. So anyone with the 11 energy, control your emotions. Do not let them control you. As an 11 horse, you got to be very physically active. Like, there's no doubt about it. Because if you want to burn that emotional energy, you got to be active as an 11. That's why I recommend all 11s, go for runs and stuff like that. Be active. I'm not an 11, so don't look at me for an example, but 11s have to be that way, especially 1990 11s, which are horses. You're also going to be in a 6-year cycle, so maybe it's a good time to start a family. Maybe that's that time in the program to start a family. 6-year, your own energy. Remember, I am a snake, and my first child came in a snake year. All right, let's go. That next one, 2/22/2002. Wow. So that is a person who's a 1 life path, and thank goodness to the prime creator, we do have someone who is a 1 life path with that type of energy, because let me tell you something, you're extremely sensitive. Anyone with that much 2 energy is going to be extremely sensitive. Now, see, this is the major issue with the 2002 horses. The 1990 horses, they're built different. The 1990 horses, they can take criticism. The 1990 horses, you can actually be that man's man with them. With 2002 horses, you got to treat them with kid gloves. They're just too sensitive. I'm talking about the men too. I'm not just talking about the women here. I'm talking about the men too. They are too damn sensitive. This is a fact. As someone with that much energy, I say you cleanse yourself by water. Live by an ocean, by a lake. Let the energy of the water cleanse that sensitivity off you, because that's going to be a major key. Now, people born on the 22nd, that is the number of the architect. That's also the number of the bodybuilder. Fuzi's up here doing bodybuilding competitions now. He's born on the 22nd. And by the way, who's the other bodybuilder in influencer space? Bradley Martin, born on the 22nd. So again, people who have that 22 energy, they're going to be able to sculpt their bodies at a different level. Who is the number 1 OnlyFans girl? Sophie Rain. Now, so a lot of people look at Sophie and be like, oh, she doesn't have that nice of a face. A lot of people would agree. She's a pretty girl, but not a supermodel. But she has a nice body. Why? She's born on the 22nd. Of course, the master number is even dominating the OnlyFans space. Now, if you want to go to the next biggest OnlyFans girls, I think it's Camilla. Camilla is born 5/1/2002. She's a 1 life path. So it makes sense that she's a very strong woman, and she will get in arguments. She has a lot of masculine energy. And she's a double 1. She's going to argue. And when you look at women who are 1s, a lot of times they're feminists. It is what it is. Regardless, I expect Camilla to do extremely well in 2026 because she's a horse, and that's a horse year. So good luck to her. Even though I think OnlyFans should be shut down because it's male simp exploitation. All right, good career year for you, my friend. I think you should be in computer science. That's the career I think you should do well in. Unless you want to do something physical. Regardless, you're going to have money as you grow older. All right, who's next? James Dulay. Okay, my friend. 7/26/1994. Okay. So we have another 11 life path dog. How should I navigate 2026? Well, let's look at the first thing. In 2026, at the very beginning of 2026, you're going to be in the 6th year. So that's a good time to build anything to do with family or company. So that would be a good time for you to expand. You're going to be in the 6th year. Again, it depends on what the economy is doing, but that would be a good time for you to expand as a dog, 1994 in the horse year, and in 6. Now, after your birthday hits in 2026, you're still going to be in a horse year, but you're going to be in a 7-year cycle, so you can't chase money anymore. People who chase money in 7-year cycles get their asses handed to them. So it's more intellectual pursuits after your birthday in 2026, but before, go out there and make your bag as much as possible. So it is what it is. You are born on the 26th. 2026 will help you out. Overall, especially in the very beginning of the year, I'm looking at being extremely positive for you. All right, let's see. Hope that answered. I'm a dog. Okay. I think I did that 1192, so let's go to the next one.
No, we didn't do this one. We did, actually,
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I don't know why he did it twice. Oh, I think he did it. Gotcha. All right.
I think we did. Did we do this one or did Brian?
Yep, I did that one.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yep. Yep.
All right. We did this one too?
We did the 3-1.
Yeah, we did 3.
3. Yep, we did that one. Let's go next. Okay, my info, 10/22/1987, 3 cat, 22nd secondary, and a 5 personal year. My wife, 1985. Oh, look at this. So you give me all the information for you, but you only give me the year for your wife? Yo, bro.
He's a cat.
Come on, man. Come on, guys. That's not how this is supposed to work. And by the way, if you're on TikTok watching, let me get some likes. If you're on IG watching, let me get some likes. If you're on YouTube watching, let me get some likes. I'm not tap dancing for no reason. Believe me, I'm not doing this for the donations. Zerka might need this to live on. I'm already set for life on Zcash. Yeah, I'm on everything right now. No, that's okay. We can just do it right here. That's just gonna mess everything up. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Planning to launch men's program in 2027. Okay, that makes sense. You're a cat. You want to launch something in 2000. Should I use the 2026 to a prenup? Ooh. I mean, listen. You just told me you want to build in 2027, which is a goat year. And in the next sentence, you're asking me about a woman born in 1985, the year of the ox. You think your ox wife is going to help you in 2027? Her enemy year? I mean, and then you want to know if you should do a what the fuck he say?
Prep content? Should I use 2026 to prep content?
Yeah, very interesting question. I mean, I think it's more important than you start on the 22nd. So here's the thing, like you can start next year and just do it on the 22nd. So it's somewhat of a cheat code, but just go hard in 2027. So I'm not sure you should just start in 2027, especially since your wife is an ox. But maybe you should start next year and then good next, since you're October 22. What would be a good one for you? Nope, that wouldn't work. Nope, that wouldn't work. That would work. Start on your birthday in 2026. That would be the best year for you to do it. All right, next. What's up, chat? I'm trying to read 3 chats at once. This isn't, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. What's up, Angelo? What do we got going on here? 2/23/1991. We have a 7 life path. Someone who has 3 energy. So when it comes down, the dog came out. The dog came out. White privilege came out. A little inside joke. Anyways, when it comes down to it, I want you guys to understand something. As a 7 life path, no matter what year it is, no matter what time it is, no matter what cycle you're in, a 7th life goal is to learn as much as possible. That is how you pass your reincarnation in 7 energy. You basically gain knowledge. That is the trick to passing the reincarnation as a 7 life path. You learn as much as possible. Nothing else matters. Now, because you're born with 3 energy, you're going to be a little bit more of a charismatic 7 than most. It is what it is. Quite frankly, I see you traveling quite a bit in life, and I think you're going to have a positive impact on society as you get older, and I mean a lot older. Next. Yo, TikTok, what did I tell you? Get those likes up, man. I'm giving you bonus content right now. And IG, why is IG always lagging? I mean, guys, I literally have over 350,000 followers on their account. I don't understand this. I got almost over 900,000 on the TikTok and over 250,000 here, and these people say I'm not a real influencer. Shit's crazy, man. I'm actually changing the game. I don't know what you guys are doing. These people are donating me hundreds. What are you guys getting donated? $10? Zerka couldn't even get 5. All right, next. 1984, September 5th. 9 Lifepath 9. I study GG33 silver. Have a big enough bag to take 6 off. Okay, good. So you're a rat. You're going to take the horse here off. Very smart. Invest in safety without breaking. Lay low. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Despite living in my car. What? Yo, am I reading this correctly?
He got money to
I have a big enough bag to take 2026 off.
That's the confusing part, right?
Despite living in my car.
He's really confused.
Yo, bro. I can read. My boy over here can read. I don't understand what's going on here, man. You're saying you have enough money to take 2026 off despite living in my car. All right, bro. Listen. Whether you're living in your car or you're living in a mansion, do not take a risk in your enemy year. Just don't do it. Now, since you're a 5, constantly travel. That will probably be the best way for you to break your enemy year. Go to, I don't know, be in a different place every 2 months if you can. Probably the best thing you can do. All right, next. (8/23/1986), Virgo, 7 life path male. 83, I see it. Heck of a combo, right? I mean, listen, you're born on Kobe Bryant's birthday. People born 8/23 can be extremely dedicated. Now, you're born in a pig year. The good news is your enemy year is over in about 80 days. In about 80 days, you can start actually going normal. Because you had to lie low this year. Because if you didn't, bad things would happen. It's just the way the system works. I can tell you got money. Outstanding, bro. You look like one of those 7s who actually has a bag. I think the difficult part for you is to be in a committed relationship. I think that would probably be because Virgos are very, very nitpicky people, man. They can find fault so freaking easily. People who are born in pig years, they definitely like to have a variety. That's why they call it polygamy. It is what it is. I have my own little spit on it, but it is what it is. My advice to you, go hard in 2027 and make every penny you can out of what's left in the economy that AI hasn't destroyed. As a 7, you should learn AI and make as much money on it as possible. That is my advice to you. Next. 12/28/1995. How should I beat the rest of 2025? 5-year cycle. Shout out to the Q app. And again, guys, listen, I'm not going to do this forever. As a matter of fact, this is over in about 15 minutes, okay? It is what it is. I'm not always going to be doing this, but if you want a pocket version of me, get the Q app. The Q app has something in there called compatibility. You put in 2 birthdays, and we got this AI down to the point where you basically get a reading from me. It's that good. It will give you the compatibility. Say you meet a guy, say you meet a girl, Say you meet something of that nature and you want to know, should I invest time in this relationship? Right in the Q app. It'll tell you what the compatibility score is right away. Me and my wife, we're like 95%. And shocking, been married for over 2 decades. No breakups, none of that other normal shit that goes on in this American fucking trash degenerate fucking culture. None of that. Because I know what to look for, and that's what you need the Q app for. The Q app will save you heartache. The Q app will tell you what brands to wear. Again, I said again, Rolex, snake, Coach bag, snake. This is why I picked those, because I'm a snake and matches my energy. Florida. You guys didn't know who the fuck I was before I moved down here. I mean, my diehards did. But people didn't know who I was until Gary took his fat ass down to the goddamn snake state, founded 1845. You know how deep this shit is? During COVID, there were 2 states that fought the government tooth and nail, that fought the Biden administration tooth and nail on COVID restrictions. 2 states out of 50. Both were founded in 1845, the year of the snake. The great state of Texas and the great state of Florida. The snake states fought against the COVID-19 named after the pig. Makes sense that a fucking flu or a COVID or some fucking infection would be mass produced in a fucking pig year. Cut the games. Now, 12/28, 1995. How you should navigate the rest of the pig year? Very simple. Lay low. Lay low, bro. You got 80 days left. 85, whatever. Chill. You can't wait till February 17th? Chill. Because the worst part of an enemy year hits at the very end. I remember 2014. I was telling someone about enemy year. They were a rat. And January 1st hit, and they called me on the phone. Nothing happened to me in 2014. Your system's bullshit. 2 weeks later, he's in the hospital. His foot's fucked up. And the doctors can't tell him why. Enemy year ain't over, pimp. It usually ends at the end of January, middle of February, the year after. You ain't out the woods yet. Lay low. Next. (12/9/1992). Oh, wow. Look at that. We have an actual 33 Lifepath. What should I know according to numerology and astrology? All right, first thing you have to know is you don't have a very trusting personality. You're very blunt. You have no tact. You have an addictive personality. But you're also very, very smart. But you can be lazy, and you need people to push you. That's my advice for you. Surround yourself with the right people. Monkey is the smartest sign. Some of the best day traders I know are monkeys. Monkeys are able to adapt to their environment because they're the 9th sign. Extremely intelligent. Which is why I always thought like calling someone a monkey as an insult didn't really work, because they're like the most intelligent sign. It's like, what are you trying to say here? Trying to insult someone by saying they're intelligent? It's just funny to me. And I got you here, IG. What's up? I got you. And by the way, TikTok, we got to be over 1,000 by now. Let's get those likes up. We're only at 62. And YouTube, I'm going to keep tap dancing for nothing? Come on. I need to get this over 1,000. I'm gonna heal you guys, but I'm running out of steam, so this is gonna end pretty quickly. Lastly, don't be as blunt. You don't always have to tell people what's on your mind. Relax and get some dragons around you to push you. Next. Okay, Gary, been following you for the past couple years. Born January 17th, 1996. And my girlfriend, 6/16/1994. So what do we have here? pig and a dog. Okay. We have a daughter who's a tiger. Oh, go. Dogger who's a tiger, huh? Good luck with that one. And have a baby coming on the way in 2026. Congratulations. Let's see. Hopefully 28th. Yeah, right. Can you give us some advice for the family? Okay. So let's look at what we have here. We have a 7 life path husband. And we have a woman who's a 9. So she's going to follow you. My advice for you, make sure your 9 life path wife isn't around any single mothers, isn't around any divorcees, because no matter how good of a girl she is, if she's around garbage, she'll be influenced by it. And this is not a knock on her. What you have to understand is most marriages break up because of divorcees going in the married woman's ear and telling you, yo, what's up? You don't need this motherfucker. Because misery loves company. And that is very prevalent, especially in 9s. So again, I understand you love your wife. And then, by the way, great relationship with the daughter and the wife, a dog and a horse, love it. I'm sorry, a dog and a tiger, love it. But that's the advice I would have for your wife. As for your child, she's going to be a hard worker. She's also probably going to marry a very rich guy. For your daughter, I would say the advice is make her understand that her purity is her greatest asset, as is your family name. Having a kid, I mean, listen, if you can get the 28th, you can get the 28th. That'd be great. But, you know, looking at it, if you have the 28th, it will be a 5 life path horse. Will that be compatible with your other numbers? Yes. So that's definitely a date you can look for. All right. Who's next? Mario, what's going on, brother? So what do we have here? We got a 3 snake. Okay. I mean, listen. Yeah, 9 life paths are gonna have a difficulty in 2026. 9s have it rough, no doubt about it. But you're like not a 9 life path. You're just born in a 9 universal year. You're actually a 3 life path. And people who are 3s did not have a bad 2025, nor will 3s have a bad 2026. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's see what we have here. What I would worry about is that 4-year cycle coming after your birthday in 2026. And, you know, that 3 and 4 energy don't mix too well. So my advice to you is after your birthday in 2026, be a law-abiding citizen. Wear that seatbelt. Next. What we got here? Gary, my birthday is 12/25/2000. Okay, so we have a 1 life path dragon. Just got out of a 7-year. Well, congratulations. We know how those 7 years are. They're tough. They're definitely tough, man. I want to know. You're going to your 8. I want to know what the best thing, how to get your bag. Okay. So you're born on the 25th. Yeah, I would form some LLCs this month. I would form a couple. You have the 8th coming up, and you have the 25th and the 28th. So I would open a whole bunch of LLCs right now because you're born on the 25th and you still want that 2025 energy. And I would figure out what to do with them next year or in years in the future. But I would imprint that energy now so when you need it and you have that good idea, it's ready to go. So my best advice to you is to open a whole bunch of LLCs from a business perspective because you're in an 8-year cycle and that 2025 is never coming again. So I would open a whole bunch of LLCs and figure out what to do with them at the end. And that would be my best advice to you. Next. All right, what we got? JR, what's up, coach? 3 life path, 19. What's that, 84? Oh, you're a rat. Okay, buddy. So it's going to be very simple for you. As a rat, you don't want to do anything out of the ordinary in 2026. It's your enemy year. As someone who's in this enemy year, you got to lie low. Milo, he's a very connected man in the influencer space, but next year is his enemy year. Probably not a good time to pick fights next year. You know, this is just friendly advice that I fucking told him to his face. And I'm just making examples that is exactly what you should do. I don't care that you're going to be in your 8-year cycle. Doesn't matter. Do as much as possible. What happened?
Shit. I wish I could tell you.
Do as much as possible. Uh-oh.
We good. It just like crashed. 1 second. I get it for you.
Why is my live on TikTok flagged for misinformation? Come on, guys.
Is that misinformation?
Flagged for misinformation? I'm doing numerology and astrology, and I'm flagged for misinformation? Come on, guys. Oh, I know some people at TikTok. We're gonna talk about this. I'm sick of you people who don't like me because I tell the truth, start flagging my stuff. This is absolute loser stuff. Absolute loser stuff. Maybe that's where you are in life because you do garbage like that. Fucking people. It is what it is. I mean, TikTok, come on, man. The Americans own TikTok now. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of this nonsense, man. Let's go back to that one. So I'm getting so many readings, the whole damn system crashed. Okay. Obviously, listen, Candace Owens out there flexing how many readings she got. Let's do a screen recording of all of this, can you? We're going to put this on Twitter. People say, I'm one of the biggest ones out there. Not Nick or Candace. Not saying they're not bigger than me, but when it comes to super chats, no one's bigger than me.
Hold on 1 second.
All right. We have so again, what's going on right now is a problem that every influencer wishes they had. We have so many super chats coming in that the system crashed. That's exactly what happened, right, Bills?
Yeah, I mean, you saw
The system crashed. So I mean, listen, I'm an in-demand knowledge whore. What can I say, man? As soon as one's gone, I'm just racking him through here. Yeah, we got more than that in the other ones. So we got about 3,000 people total. Let's go. And by the way, guys, enough money donations. Okay, Indian flags. Outstanding, guys. So let's see where we're at so we can do that. Now we did that one. We did that one. Keep going. Did that one. Keep going. I have not done that one, so go up.
I think we lost him in the middle of
No, keep going. Keep going down. Keep going down. Slowly. No, we did that one for sure. Slowly, keep going down. Stop right there. Did that one. Yep, did that one. Keep going. What's that? Did that one. Right there. Nope, did that one. Keep going. Did that one. Gary, thank you. Let's stop right there. Gary, thank you. Oh, yeah, I already did that. That's the one who was doing the psychology on me. Stop right there. Stop right there.
I swear I don't see it. No, it's a guy. I'm looking at it. I think this shit's just glitching. Hold on. I'm gonna see it.
All right, let's just do this one because I don't think I did this one. Okay, first of all, my friend in Russia, я с тобой поговорю по-русски сейчас. Здесь США, между прочим, the month is first and the day is second. So on the 305 podcast, whether you're in Europe, some shithole in Europe or Russia, wherever, you always put the month ahead of the day. Why? Because America's the superpower and you guys do what the superpower does. Now, having said that, I understand you're Russian, so let me make this very clear. My family is from Russia. My in-laws on both sides are from Russia. But Russia's not the place for you. Because your ox in Russia was found in 1991, the year of the goat. You will never reach your full potential in that country. And this is not a knock on Russia. This is basically the fact that goats should not be there. Now, you said you're living in Quebec. Much better. Quebec, Canada is a cat country, neutral. What do we have there? Started the business this year, planning on training Muay Thai, outstanding. In Thailand, and business, blah, blah. Okay. Your enemy year is 2027. I would not be in combat sports in your enemy year. I cannot tell you the number of UFC fighters I've seen, men and women, who were undefeated or only had a couple losses that start getting their asses whooped in their enemy year or by their enemy sign. Some of the biggest upsets in history happen because of the enemy sign combination. Do you remember Ronda Rousey She was running shop in the UFC. And she was a cat until she ran into a rooster who gave her a head kick and knocked her out. I forgot the rooster's name, but it was definitely her enemy sign. Or what about the biggest upset ever? The biggest upset in sports history from a one-on-one perspective was when Buster Douglas, a rat, knocked out Mike Tyson, the guy who was doing cocaine and a whole bunch of strippers the night before, who was a horse. The biggest upset in boxing history, no doubt, possibly all one-on-one history. That was literally David versus Goliath, and David whooped his ass. It is what it is. Enemy signs are that one guy. When Floyd almost lost that one fight, when he was closest to losing, it was with his enemy sign. Did you know Floyd didn't fight in 2019? He was smart enough to know not to fight in his enemy year. Shout out Floyd. Maybe there's a reason Floyd the Snake lives in the Snake City, Las Vegas. Money team, I see you. So my advice to you, make sure you close up shop before 2027. My guy, run it up. 90 to 93% on trades consistently for 2 years. Consistently. You guys think I'm lying? Join 28 Club on what? And if I'm lying, call me out. Dude's that good. I don't back people for no reason. I only back the best of the best because I'm the fucking best of the best. And if I don't keep yelling, I'm going to lose my voice. So we're going to tone that down a little bit. What's up, TikTok? I still see you. Let's get the likes up. We're only at 100,000 likes. Not happy. Let's get it up. IG, come on, man. I don't know why IG's lives do so low in numbers. I'm gonna have to talk to Zuck about that. Yeah, let me call him up real quick. I know billionaires, but he ain't one of them. But Zuck is a rat. He married an ox. Soulmates. Probably knows something about this. What do you think? He started Facebook in 2004. 2004 is a monkey year. The operation is in America, a monkey nation, and they dominate everything. What do you know? Maybe there's some numerology and astrology involved. Maybe. It is what it is. And by the way, TikTok, you know who the frauds are. You know who the ones are who copy and paste my knowledge and give me no credit like they're the ones who came up with it. We know what it is, guys. Call them out. Go on their page and say GG33 homage. Because I literally paved the path. I'm not even asking for money. And these guys want to take my system, copy and paste it, and be like, wait, they came up with it. Cut the games. Cut the games. I mean, all these frauds from X are from Africa. Shocking. Absolutely shocking, man. All right. Do we have the next one?
This is the Gotti one. Hey Gary, my birthday is 10/25/2000.
Yeah, I already talked to him.
You did this one?
Yeah, I did it. No.
Got cut off in the middle.
No, I think he was in the personal year. I told him what to do. All right, what's next?
Looks like Javier on top. You did this one?
Yep, did that one. Yeah, he's in the enemy year. He's got to lay low no matter what. Haven't done that one yet. 10/29, 1997. What's up? Ox, 8 year. My boss are at work. Rooster, rat. Advice for 2026. Advice is prepare for your enemy year. Prepare. Fortify the walls. I always like to give war analogies because they're so fitting. In the enemy year, you don't expand. You contract your lines. You build up your defenses. You always want to be defensive in your enemy year. You never want to go downfield. Just run the ball and then punt. That's what you want to do in your enemy year. It is what it is, guys. You're also going to be in a 3-year cycle, for most of it 4. So you're going to be in a 4-year cycle in your enemy year. Watch out for the law, bro. That's what if you're in a 4-year cycle in your enemy year, watch out for the law, because that's when the man comes for you. Whether it be the IRS, whether it be some kind of case that's dropped on you, make sure you don't get any entanglement with women who can charge you with something. That's what I would worry about. Your enemy year, that 4-year cycle. That would be my worries. Other than that, you're good in 2026. Just prepare as much as possible. Next. Guys, I'm doing a talk show. I'm having like 100 people in the chat at one time. I mean, come on, guys. What do you expect? I'm trying. I'm saying what's up to TikTok, IG, YouTube. I'm saying what's up to all of you. All right, what we got here? All right. Let me see here. Hey, brother, not glazing. I'm giving you flowers. I appreciate it. I'm watching your videos every morning. That's good with the coffee. Wife is 11/7/1999. All right, you have a one Lifepath wife, and I am having a girl by the end of December, first week, or January. I mean, you want help? What do you want help with? The best date? All right. I mean, I don't see your date. You just gave me your wife. I'd like to know your birthday too, because you like, I can't give you the best advice, but I can only do it the mother at this point. And since she's a 1, I would say you're looking for a 1 or 11 child, and that would be, let's do the math real quick. I would say December 7th. 1995 would best match your wife's energy. So that would be the date I would give you if that's the question you're asking me. December 7th, 2025 would probably be the best day based off your wife's birthday to have a baby. Next. And as soon as we get through these, I'm done. I'm not even close to done.
Bro, I have to refresh that page in like 30, 40 minutes.
Oh my God. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If I was Zerka, I'd just shut this stream off and tell everyone you got scammed. If I was Zerka, that's what I would do. But, I'm not Zerka. I swear that's what he would do. He would say, if you don't do the math for me, I'm not doing it. What kind of numerologist tells you do the math for me? Well, all right. Refresh the page. Let's see the damage. All right, let's see what we have here. December 7th, 1996, 8 Lifepath, 7 day. What is the coded destiny from ages 28 to 36? I don't know any coded destiny from 28 to 36. There are, codes within the birth dates, but it's not any cycle like that. Whatever that is, you read is misinformation. I'm not saying 28 is not an important age, but it's definitely not that to that. I mean, come on now. Why is the fire rat or signs? I'm hearing both sides of things. Okay. You're an 8 Lifepath with 7 energy and a rat. So you're going to use your intelligence from your manipulation as a rat to your intelligence as a 7 to make money. And you're going to have to do that, making that money basically in different locations. Like, you can't be in one location for a long time. You always got to be in the go. You're going to be an extremely rich man, but it's not going to happen. I mean, the extreme part, until you're older. I see you having a shitload of money once you get in your golden years, no doubt about it. You worry too much. You're paranoid as fuck. Now, your paranoia is probably going to save you some heartache in life, but is that really the way you want to live? I mean, I don't choose to live that way. You want to know what the best thing for you to do is. Lay low. Sorry, pimp. I tried to see if there's anything you could have done, but enemy year's coming. You get all your finances, get everything in order before your enemy hits, and once it does, just lay low. I mean, there's no magic trick. Just lay low. And my friend, just because you can sleep with every woman you want doesn't mean you should. So we'll leave it at that. All right. And refresh it, and do not send any more. I'm done. All right. Yeah, what's up? Female born December 28th. I like it. Damn, I've been going so long, my phones are about to die. All right, man. Where are we at over here? Well, I appreciate all you guys watching. This is most likely one of my last streams in this studio this year. Maybe I'll do some more at the very end of the year. But Fresh and Dom are going to hold this thing down because Fresh is that guy and Dom is the emperor of Twitter. So and they always have fun times when I'm not here, whether I'm here or not. Always support my brothers. All right, who's next? No, June 23, 1997. So we have a one Lifepath ox born on the 23rd. What to expect? Any luck next year? I mean, listen, you're in an 11-year cycle, and in the 11-year cycles in your positive energy snake, it's going to go well. You're going to get challenged next year in 2027. That's your enemy year. So again, a lot of oxes are going to get hit. It's not going to be as good as 2025 was. It's not going to be horrible 2026, but it's not going to be a great year. So it's a little bit below average, if you ask me. Most oxes are probably going to have a 4 to 5 year, up 1 to 10. Just not going to be the greatest year. But next year is when you really get hit. So again, take full advantage of the last 85 or so days in the snake year, because that energy ain't going to hit you like that again until 2029, the year of the rooster, because you're an ox. Also, in your enemy year, you're going to have the need to go out. You're going to have the need to network and socialize. Make sure there's safe environments. That's my advice to you. Who's next? Let me see it. I think that's the one I missed. Okay. I think that's the one I missed. Good job, bro. So 7/14/19. See, it makes sense this guy moved. He's from Russia, and Russia's a goat nation, so he got out of there as an ox. Absolutely perfect. And he's born in the 14th, so traveling is a part of his life. And let's see, what was he asking? Oh, yeah, I did do this guy. Yeah, you're going to have to basically make sure you're not doing any combat sports in your enemy year. That goat year, whoa. You can't be aggressive in the goat year. Goats are pacifists, so if ox are aggressive, whether you're a Muay Thai teacher or a boxer, it's not going to work out for you that year. Just like it didn't work out for Hitler. It didn't work out for Napoleon, the greatest oxes of all time. How many more are there?
2, let's say.
Yo, TikTok, the phone's gonna die soon. I appreciate getting over 150,000 likes. I appreciate that, guys. I'm gonna go do a lot more TikTok likes now that the company is being a little nicer to me. Shout out to my guys in TikTok that made this account live again. And other than that, thank you, guys. I'm out. Remember, go like the videos and tell these other frauds to pay homage. All right, had to end that one either way because, let's see, those are not bad numbers, man. I should pat myself on the back. Those are not bad numbers at all, man. Hey, look at that, man. I made $40. I'm rich. We up, man. We moving up like the Jeffersons, baby. 5 left. Are you people insane? All right, let's see. Can we make these a little bit bigger? Now, how many hours are we into this now?
2:22.
Okay, so I'm giving my people content so they can clip this stuff up before I leave. I had a lot of good clips in here, but, you know, I'm not Myron Gaines. I'm not 35 years old either. So we're going to be ending this within the next 10 minutes. Please do not send me anything else. Thank you very much. All right? We're cutting the line. Unlike all these other influencers who would love this, this ain't going to do anything for me. All right. Let's see what we got here. 10/18/1979. Own a business. Best advice for making moves. Next year, married to 10/28/1981. Well, I mean, solid. Salad, you're married to a 28th. That's one of the cheat codes. Not everyone can be born in the 28th. Not everyone's going to have that privilege. If you're born on the 28th, money's going to come easy. Ask Elon Musk, ask Bill Gates. But like I said, not everyone can be born on the 28th. So some people have kids on the 28th. Shout out to my wife for that one. Some people marry 28s, and that's what this man did. And just by having sex with someone born on the 28th, your bag's going to get bigger. Now, some of you already got married. Can't do that. So cut your hair on the 28th. Shave on the 28th. There's things you can do. You can use this energy in your favor. And for all the Christians and the Muslims who say, you can't defy God's plan. Who do you think gave us numerology in the first place, you morons? This is literally God's code, and you're telling me not to use it. What are you, stupid? Where's that thing? Where's that thing?
Bruh.
No, where's the stupid button? Because I there you go.
You stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid.
You understand? If you're telling me divination is bad, why do you watch the Weather Channel? That's telling you the future. You are small-minded fools. No one is going to be able to predict on the level of the prime creator what you guys call God. No human can do that. But I can use the tools the prime creator left me and you to see somewhat in the future. No one's playing God here. I'm just using his tools. You small-minded mental fucking midgets. It really pisses me off, man. Anyways, going back to my man, he's a 1 Lifepath goat. His wife is a 3 Lifepath rooster. I mean, decent combination. Goats and I consider goats and roosters the 2 best-looking signs. So probably a very good couple. Making moves to get married next year, yeah. Let's see, what year cycle are you going to be in? Your wife is in an 11-year cycle. Good time to get married. Love it. And you, my friend, you're in a 1-year cycle. Good time to get married. Let's look at 1 and 11. Give you a good date. And again, I'm running numbers in my head while I'm talking. This is multitasking at its finest. The closest thing to a goddamn human computer there is. And having said that, I would say you guys should get married of June of next year. And I would say a good day to get married in June of next year would be yeah, that would work. That would definitely work. The 6th, the 15th, the 24th of June would work. That might not be the absolute best day, but it's a good day. So there you go. Who's next? August 28th, 1997, 9 Lifepath. So money is going to come easier than most. That's evident. But are you going to be one of those 28s who just lives off whatever scraps the universe gets them? And again, the scraps are going to be much bigger than most people. See, a 28 could be lazy, and you still might have money. But you think Bill Gates was lazy? Think Elon Musk was lazy? No, those are 28s that work their asses off to get it. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because you are a 9. You might get comfortable. You might be, and maybe that's enough for you. Maybe just having 1 M or doing better than the rest of the people around you, maybe that's good enough for you. And if it is, all more power to you. But as a 9, I would tell you that stop wasting your time on these whores and fucking sluts and fucking use your ability to manifest money. Make as much as you can until your enemy year hits, and then after. And then when you get in your 40s and 50s, live life like a fucking king. That's my advice to you. 9s have addiction issues and they like shiny things. Again, a looks maxer who does 9s like shiny things. 9s like shiny things, man. And yeah, I mean, again, shine, first vowel, I. I is the 9th letter. That's why 9 is the first reincarnation. Think about it. Infant, kid, child, first vowel, I. I is the 9th letter. 9 is the first reincarnation. And that's how you know when people only care about looks. Like we had this clown over here who was telling people to take meth and, crack his cheekbones. When all you care about is looks, you're going to fail your reincarnation. You're going to be stuck on this 3rd dimensional plane forever. If the only thing you care about is dime pieces, what a sad existence. Now, a lot of you guys would say, yo, Gary, you can't take the money with you. You're right. You can't take the good looks and the muscles with you either, Pip. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not telling people not to be healthy. I'm telling you not to be narcissists. I am only an egomaniac 50% of the time. Yeah, I know when to turn it on.
That's a fact.
And I turn it off when I have to as well.
That's a fact.
It is what it is. So that's my advice to you. Who's next?
All right. I just want to say you got one more super chat from the GG33 Silver member.
Okay, let's go.
We're going to do him last.
Okay.
That is no more after him. We got like 2 more that came. All right, we did this one. My birthday, 10 my mom. What up,
Let's see, 10/18/1986, my mom, 8/19/1970. Oh, that's your mom. Your birthdays. Okay. I mean, help your mom out financially so she doesn't have to go out there and grind. What's there to help your mom out financially? That's my advice to you. My mom, in her enemy year, lived with me.
Damn, that's gangster.
So my mom is a rooster in 2023. While I was making my run as an influencer, I had a mansion, so I had enough space for my mom in there too. Help your family out financially in their enemy year. If you help them out financially, they don't have to grind. If they don't have to grind, they don't have to press, and they're less likely to have any real issues. So that would be my advice. Now, if you're not in a position to do that, then I would probably say be around her as much as possible. My mom was living with me in my enemy year. I was a big time influencer. I got 2 kids and a wife. What do you think? You think I want my mom living with me? It was a huge house, though. It was a huge house, bro. It was like, bro, it was like one of those houses where you have to go up 1 flight of stairs and then another to go to the 2nd floor, and then 1 flight of stairs to go to the 3rd floor. So like when I came down here, I got a mansion. I got a straight mansion. Now, I stopped living in that place because of my Achilles injury, because I was like, wait a second. There's one guest house, like one guest room downstairs, and all the other bedrooms, like 5 bedrooms, are upstairs, right? And I'm like, why am I paying $15,000 a month and I can't even walk up the goddamn stairs to stay in a goddamn guest room? What am I, out my fucking mind? So I moved. So it is what it is. But in my enemy year, my mom lived with me so I could better take care of her. So it is what it is. Next. I keep it real, guys. I keep it real. 6/9/1995, 3. I know it's my enemy year, but to avoid in general. I mean, bro, you got 80 days left. You got 80 some days left. I mean, I'm doing the most I can in those 80 days. I got huge podcasts coming up. Absolutely huge podcast. I'm doing what I can to make the most out of this goddamn snake year, because it's a 9 universal year, and it's not how you start in the 9 year, it's how you finish. So I'm gonna go out with a bang this year. You, it's the complete opposite. You're a pig. You gotta lay low. You gotta lay low. Only a little time left. You're gonna be an influential man. You're gonna be there. Wait till 2027 to go hard, but you can start breathing. You can start eating again after February 17, 2026. Lay low until then. Next.
12/29/2000. We did this one.
Yeah.
We did them.
Are we done?
Hold on, let me make sure.
No, we didn't do that one. Male, 12/17/1985. 7 Lifepath. Want to know what to expect the next 5 years. Also, upcoming relationship with my daughter. Your daughter is 12/15. 6 1 Lifepath. Okay. I mean, 1 and 7 are friendly numbers, so that works. Your daughter's born in the 17th and the 15th, so she's gonna be home and family oriented. Roosters tend to be loyal, so that's a good combination for you. I mean, you have ox energy. She's a rooster. That's good. You guys are both Sages. You both have compatible numbers. I like it. I like it. And знаешь, что я все время за Россию, и я хочу, чтобы Россия выиграла эту войну. Потому что Ukraine is not a real country. Flat out.
What the fuck?
It's not a real country.
Translation I heard.
President Putin is a patriot. And I'm happy for the first time I have a president that I can be proud of the same way Russians are proud of President Putin. I finally have a president and Donald Trump who I respect as a man, who I respect as a business person, who I would actually be mentored by. I don't allow anyone to mentor me. I got a couple billionaires who teach me some stuff about, finance. I give them more tips than they give me based off our relationship. I'm the numerologist. I'm the one telling them when to do this, this, and this. I got billionaires and fucking sheikhs in goddamn other countries who are giving me women's birthdays, telling me, are they good for me? I told this one guy a couple days ago who's a billionaire, get rid of a bitch. He got rid of her the next day. I told sheikhs when to have weddings who are not billionaires, who are trillionaires. That's that oil money in fucking the Middle East. We ain't the same. I like this relationship, and I hope Russia and America can be friends, can work together, and dominate this world together, because that Chinese virus, yeah, we ain't on TikTok anymore. That Chinese virus needs to be exterminated. Next. What's up, Castle Club member? 10/2/1990. 10/2/1992, huh? Is that one of my good friends said? Usually a 10/2/92 is right over here.
You know what's so funny? That is fresh.
Yo, 10/2/92. I wasn't gonna ask you to come out here, but bro.
Someone got first birthday.
Is that so? It's got your birthday, bro. Not bad. Okay. And of course, he's talking about his ex. So, okay. What we have here? We have a 33/6, and the ex is 8/17/2003. Oh, she was bad, bro. That's a bad woman. It meant 6 weeks run. Oh, 6 weeks. Yeah, bro. That's about as long as our boy goes here, too. How compatible are we? I mean, listen. You guys are both 3 life paths, and she's hot as hell. You had your fun. You're asking me how compatible you were? Well, I'm going to answer you like this. She's not yours. It was just your turn. It is what it is. How can you level up financially? Move to Miami. Move to Miami. Follow Fresh's footsteps. And good things will happen because you are in your own energy. Next. Yeah, see, the Canadians got to donate $140 because their currency's trash. Shout out Justin Trudeau. and all those other political whores in Canada. Next, January 18th, 1993. Thank you for all you do. Appreciate it. Blah, blah, blah. Numerology, Astrology says, where we the best place to call home in the U.S. Yeah, no doubt. You're a monkey. Monkeys do well in New York. I wouldn't go into New York City because we have a communist running it. You're also, I believe, South Carolina would be a good place for you too. So if you want a big city, New York State. If you want a smaller one, then something like South Carolina, Georgia would be very compatible to your energy. And again, move the hell out of communist Canada. I mean, literally, if I'm ever president of the United States, I would do more than Donald Trump talk about making Canada the 51st state. I would literally annex you guys. But you can keep some of those immigrants and you send them back home. Yeah, and Donald Trump is 100 right about the Somalis in Minnesota. They literally stole billions of dollars, and they did it under the governor's nose, who was running for vice president of the United States, probably with his help. Notice the Democrats are really, really quiet about the billions being funneled to terrorist organizations in Somalia based off American taxpayer money. Democrats should go to prison. Anyone who's a Democrat is basically a traitor to this country. I don't care how that sounds. And if Trump can't be president in 2028, if he can't run, that's the only way I'm running. Because I will support Donald Trump until he decides he does not want to be president of the United States. And if that means I need to go to bat for him in 2028 so he can run again, I will do that. This man, if you believe in a higher power, and then at this point, how can you say Donald Trump was not sent to us? He's talking about eliminating income tax. He is making so much money with tariffs. He's talking about eliminating income tax from a national level, which is complete thievery. The Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve, that's all you guys talk about. The economic terrorists that came about in 1913, that's all you guys talk about. Donald Trump just sidelined them. And you have the gall to talk about my president? Get the hell out of my country. If you don't love Donald Trump and what he's doing, get out. Because he is a beautiful, beautiful president. I will not have any Donald Trump slander. You think the Epstein files are real? If anything about Donald Trump was in those files, the Democrats would have released it when Biden was in power. Cut the games. It's pathetic. And for all the Trump haters, I hope you enjoy 2026, because my president, the 47th president of the United States, is going to be riding high in 2026. And I'm going to love to see you liberals keep crying. Because if you can't in my country legally, you're going to get thrown the fuck out. Who's next?
We have the final three. No more. Absolutely. That's it. All right. This Maria donated, but she put her thing in right here. It says, "Thank you, Gary. I am born May 13, 1984. I am a Q member, 13, and rat meaning and protected by the Matrix ?
The rat does look out for the Matrix. Does look out for the rat more than anything else. You can't spell Matrix without the word rat. Can't spell water without the word rat. That's why rats should be around water. So if you want some advice as a rat to combat your enemy year, make sure you're around water. I said that about an hour ago when I talked to the other guy. I mean, the water is the Matrix's blood. Of course, it's going to protect the rat. 13 is the number of the Matrix. It does signify materialism, so you might be a little bit more successful at that. I mean, I know you're rich. I'm going to cut the games. You do very well in life and stuff like that. Just lay low next year. Don't go hard. And again, you got the Q. You basically got me in your pocket. I mean, no degenerate shit, but you got me in your pocket with the Q app. Just put it in every single day. You know, and again, for people out there, the best numerology astrology app ever freaking made. The Q app. Go out there and get it. Who's next?
this guy said we didn't do him. We did this guy, right?
I think we did, but I mean, we'll do it right now. 12/29/2000. Okay. I mean, what do we have here? 7 Lifepath. I think we did this. I mean, whatever. If he says not, we'll do it again. It's fine. Born on the 29th, extremely charismatic, but as a Capricorn, the December Capricorns are a little bit different than the January Capricorns. I kind of consider you guys off-brand. It is what it is. The true Capricorns are the ones with the leader energy. But I'm not going to lie. The December Capricorns are better looking. The December Capricorns are more funny. They definitely have that 12 energy, which basically means, they're going to be more of the life of the party. They're going to be funnier. They're going to be better looking. I prefer to be the January, the real Capricorn with money on my mind and shit like that. But it is what it is. So as the thing about the Decembers and the Januaries that's completely the same is the knee issues. I mean, I keep saying you have no good Capricorn running backs in the NFL because they're always going to have knee problems. That's the Capricorn spot. And by the way, what a bullshit spot for a Capricorn to have their energy. I mean, if you want to get with the Taurus, you give them a neck massage. You see a Gemini, you touch them right here and stuff like that. I mean, you can't really touch a Cancer if you don't know them, unless you know them real well right here. The Sag. Bro, listen, when I was getting with my wife, I would massage her thighs because I knew that was her spot. It worked. A Aquarius woman, give her a calf massage. And a Pisces woman, foot massage, open like 7-Eleven. I'm just telling you what it is. But the Capricorn is the prudest sign because that's a spot. It's meant to be prude. I'm not saying there's no whore Capricorns. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's less whore Capricorns than any other sign. That's what I'm saying. And Capricorn and Cancer are most likely, especially when they have that in Venus, are most likely the most loyal signs. I mean, me and my wife both have Capricorn and Venus. So, going to be loyal. You're intellectual, but you're also a dragon, so you need to lead by authority. And you're going to have to outwork everyone to get where you want in life. That's what it comes down to. You work hard when you're young so you can play when you're old. Next. Maria Fuentes, huh? Who? Hey, really? All right. My birthday is January 14th, 1988. So we have a cat Capricorn. Okay. And you are a 5 Lifepath, double 5. So you're a man named Lawrence. Listen, brother, when it ever comes to the double 5s, I'm going to be very clear. Just because you can sleep with every woman you want doesn't mean you should. Every sign, every number is tested in this reincarnation. This is a virtual reality. And the 9s are tested whether they can overcome their vanity. Obviously, Clat failed that one. That's how the 9s are tested. The 8s are tested whether they will become evil and become greedy at any cost. The 7s are tested whether they can learn as much as possible. You, as a 5, will be tested. Just because you can be very sexually active doesn't mean you should have 5, 6 baby mamas. I'm not saying you do, but what I'm basically trying to tell you is if you want to succeed in life, learn to say no to multiple partners. That is how 5s fail their reincarnation. They become whores. Now, it's a little different for a guy than a woman. I completely understand that. No argument. But again, it is what it is. As a cat, be careful that you don't fall in the trap of not wanting kids. A lot of cats are very selfish and they don't want to waste their time and energy on actually having kids. That usually comes back to bite you in the ass when you're older and there's no one there for you. So it is what it is. I'm not being funny. I'm just telling people what it is. Let's go. Next one. Let's see, GG33, you changed my life in 2002 when I discovered numerology. 4/25/1998, best advice for 2026. Well, you're still going to be in an 11-year cycle at the very beginning of 2026 until your birthday hits. Those are life-changing years. And again, you're a tiger, so I'd definitely go hard. After your birthday hits in 2026, start networking more, start going out more, start meeting people, start building relationships that way. But you will be challenged, and make sure you just don't jump into things. That's why I worry about tigers for next year, because tigers are extremely impulsive. And if they get a good idea or what they think is a good idea, they'll go all balls in. And sometimes that's not the best approach. So just think things over before you jump into it, especially in 2026. And that would probably be the best advice I can give you. And again, enemy year's coming in 2028. Don't be like Tate, get his fucking eye knocked out in his enemy year, then have to retire. Know when it's coming, but 2026 should be great for most tigers. And again, a loyal tiger. You know, this is GG33 Silver. Shout out to them. If you want to join GG33, go to WAP. GG33 Silver and Bronze are open. GG33 Silver Gold is closed. But if you want to join GG33 Diamond, you got to be a millionaire and you got to verify it. I won't even take your money if you can't verify the fact that you're a millionaire. So it is what it is. We're going to end this stream. Oh, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me, bro.
I think you're good.
Okay. So before I end this stream, like it. Whether, well, I mean, you can't do that on IG, but appreciate you guys on IG. I'm going to close up shop. Thank you very much. And lastly, YouTube, my main channel. I appreciate you guys out there. YouTube is a rooster company. And it does well with the snake. I mean, it's giving you a living, isn't it?
Huh?
And YouTube, a rooster company, and the #1 producer for the 305, the only producer for the 305 and the Fresh and Fit podcast is a rooster. YouTube gave you a living, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So it is what it is. That's how everything works. I appreciate the thousands of people who watched today. Thank you for the donations. I don't really need them, but I'm not going to work for free either. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, numerology and astrology will dominate this world. And to my Christian and Muslim friends, especially my Muslims who think you're going to turn my kids into Muslims, I will turn your kids and your grandkids into numerologists, because this is the correct way of life. Because if you follow the numbers, you will never go wrong. It's basically God code. Like the video, this has been a GG33 production. Thank you very much.